Oh,
and
mate.
it looks like we are Brother Fist! How are you doing, Brother Fist?
It's so good to be back, Brother Ardy. We's live in the name of the Lord. It's time to convulse like a dying fish. Roll around on the floor and proclaim, let the stream be alive. Yes, we
Brother Fist
has returned. Hallelujah.
Might I say, I am so perturbulated to have you here today, Brother Fist.
I'm absolutely also elucidated to be here, Brother Ardy. It is truly a pleasure to be here in this electorate church with you all in our congregation. Amen.
Gonna do a little call and response right now. Brother Fist, if you're doing monkey flips in the church, talking in tongues, can I get a heresy?
Oh, heresy, Brother
Can I
Ardy,
get a heresy?
Heresy.
Brother Fist, if you're hitting the stanky leg while doing the wig windmill in the halls of God, can I get a heresy?
Heresy, Brother Ardy, heresy, I seize it to ya.
Sorry about that, fellas. I
Fuck.
believe I had the spirit. I don't know which spirit. I'm still new to this religion thing, but that was a spirit that had entered me just then.
Man, that was
sorry about that.
That was a banging intro track, dude. Is that like a new Sora model or something?
No,
I
I just know how to manipulate it. You know,
dude,
so just a little bit of atheist voodoo. What can I say?
Is that like where you get like a copy of like Richard Dawkins' The God Delusion and you stick pins and shit in it?
Well, so, dude, the black lady doing the wig windmill actually made me possibly cry last night when I was making this.
Oh my god, the dude!
It went with hardcore like moshing so well. It's so exaggerated. Where I was like, wow, this has to happen.
The dude with his pants falling down was fucking hilarious, man.
I didn't have a choice. They left me no choice.
The spirit is taking my pants, Brother Ardy.
Can I get a heresy?
A heresy? A true heretic does not wear pants, Brother Ardy. I get a heresy.
Yeah. So today, fellas, we got some things we're going to be covering. Now, I'm excited to cover Steven Crowder, who is really... You know how James Lindsay will say, James Lindsay was right again? Steven Crowder really walks through how long he's been trying to call out socialism and communism for. And finally, after 17 years, Bill Maher is starting to come around to it finally. Can you believe it? That's how you know someone functions as controlled opposition, where once it's too late, they go, haha, now I see. Oh, you see now. Oh, how useful, how helpful.
Look, it's an enduring characteristic of these people, like that they just operate on vibes. I think a lot of them.
I do as well.
And then when the consequences of them operating on vibes suddenly blows up in their face, then they're like, oh, hey, bros, like, maybe, we should like reconsider. And all the people who have literally been screaming at them for years, like before, being like, maybe you should reconsider. This is going like,
I mean, dude,
of course.
It just took them to literally say we're 100% definitely, seriously, unbelievably communist. It had to be so unbelievably brazen for him to be like,
listen, man,
no getting on that one.
I think the issue is that Zoran Mamdani is not a big fan of the Jays. Okay, so this story might have passed you by, but apparently Mamdani's government, they wanted like some like legal brain trust, okay? And you're not going to believe this. They didn't admit even one Muish lawyer. And they're all going around being like, don't you know that like at least half of New York's lawyers are Muish. How can it be possible that there's not even one Muish lawyer in this body? And I mean, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe the progressive and Muslim. That's what it takes. That's what it takes to not get goy beamed. And if you can believe it, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, kind of like COVID, the quarantine race war, all of a sudden across the country, there's DSA people running, and all of a sudden there's a bunch of money behind them, but they're going to act like it's grassroots, right? Yeah. It's not a bunch of money behind them. It's not a bunch of elites propping them up. It's very grassroots out of nowhere.
Just out of curiosity, Ardy, were there a lot of left-wing moves who actually voted for Mamdani and his new New York socialism? Oh, wait. Yes, there were.
Yes.
Tons of them.
I know.
Why? Because you got to do a heckin' wholesome chungus socialism. It's this time. It's gonna like, I know you coined the unlimited respawns thing, but that shit is just so on point because it is literally unlimited respawns. It's like you're at the arcade playing Defender, and you've just you've got a limitless supply of quarters. I mean, I'm sure like they don't use quarters now, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like,
well, no, I've been explaining. You can back them into a corner, and no matter what you do, they just disappear and pop up in another area on the map.
Meanwhile, the guy next to you is playing Invasion of Poland. He gets 1 quarter. He fucks it up. That's it.
I know, but so this finally, I am the there's the pro-white area of the dissident right. There's the pro-Christian area of the dissident right. I really want to eat up the anti-commie because like the only difference between an anti-communist and a right-winger is criticizing the moves. Otherwise, you would call yourself a right-winger. Like, there's a lot of these anti-communists that are, like, on the line. It's like, there's a lot of Steins and Bergs, sure, but quit flirting. You're going to sound silly at a certain point. So I want to really right-wingify the anti-commie stuff, which effortlessly leads into the moves, right? Not everyone's ready for that, though. We've all seen what happens when you Jaceberg, right? And, I mean, we've even seen Steven Crowder being, like, justifying fascism not too long ago, right? Like the last stream. So things are moving in that direction.
I can't believe that Steven Crowder is now part of the woke right. Oh, we lost another one, bros. F's in the chat for Steven Crowder. He's never going to get invited to Israel again now.
Dude, liberalism's just a political hot potato. I don't want it, you have it. I don't want it, you have it. That's all it is. It's just meant to burn your hands and be thrown on the ground.
What's that old saying? Victory has a 1,000 fathers. Failure has none.
Wow. Victory is not black.
So everyone is now, someone's got to own the problems with liberalism, and nobody wants to do it, right? Like that's why, in my opinion, their final position is basically going to be it wasn't real liberalism. That's you watch it when in I don't know 10 or 20 years, right? Like when whatever horrible shit is going to happen has happened, they'll be like, it wasn't real liberalism, bros. We need to try again.
There is no real liberalism because there are no liberals advocating for white people.
Yep.
So there is no liberalism. Liberalism isn't when you focus on the minority groups in a country.
Yes, it is.
That's not what liberalism is. It's never been that.
It totally is. Liberalism is like when you displace the rights of the majority population with the rights of the minority population. Like, God, how do you not know this, bro?
You can't have liberalism if you're not actively advocating for white people to be able to collectivize like all other groups. So, I mean, there actually is no liberalism. The furthest that they go is, yeah, I think they should be able to do that. Can we change the topic? Yeah, they should. Yeah, white people should. Yeah, they should. I wouldn't do it as a white. I wouldn't do it, but they should. They should. It's dumb that it's stupid that they can't. That's as far as the liberals get. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think they just rely more on fuzzy feelings, and people are led around by their fuzzy feelings, and I guess probably by their just sort of general cowardice. And then they're like, oh wow, man, I thought that running like a country at scale was a vibes-based endeavor. And you're like, no, it isn't. It requires blood and sweat and guns and all that kind of like stuff. And they're like, oh.
When we started this stream, I was calling myself a liberal. I'm like, why can't I just be a liberal that advocates for white people? And then I was like, why? How am I the only one? How does that not exist? And I'm like, I don't think this liberalism thing has ever been real.
Fucking like, vibe coding civilization. You're literally vibe coding civilization at this point. By the way, isn't it Ardy? Isn't it anniversary, baby?
It actually, factually, as a matter of factually, is.
I can't believe I forgot. I still loves you, Ardy. Just because I forgot.
A year ago, Ardy and Fist #1, do we need white-only spaces? We were just asking it as a question, right? I think we've gotten a little more ballsy since then.
Yeah, that's true.
Number 3 is the Fuentes question, right? We've been the same guy since day one. Things change, and then we see how our opinions on it might alter. We have Saul Alinsky right here, which is going to come up later on, naturally when it comes to talking about Obama and socialism. And how, well, when you guys called Obama a communist, that wasn't right. But it just so happened to slowly creep up on us since Obama. This is why you have to be right wing. There was somebody in my comments that was like, hey, I'm a moderate person on the left. And I'm like, why? How are you on the left? It's like, I believe in like Medicare for all. And I'm like, okay, well, do you think that illegals should have Medicare for all? He's like, no, of course not. And I'm like, well, until like... You're too many steps ahead trying to do Medicare for all.
Speaking of Medicare for all, I've got coming up a bit later in the show. Poor Connor Tomlinson, his wife, his pregnant wife, had to go to accident and emergency in the UK. Don't do that, right? Like just.
Oh, thanks for saving me a trip.
I'm telling you now, right? Borrow the money from someone, right? Like, however, go to a private hospital. This story is like harrowing, right? And then literally on the next day, when everyone's telling Connor Tomlinson he's a racist and all this kind of stuff, this story drops about this like Pakistani doctor who literally stitched these guys like organs back together wrong.
Yeah, I've noticed that like foreign nuns you'll ask them a question and they'll say yes without knowing. They'll even know what you said. This has happened to me with my neighbor sometimes. Well, he'll say yes, and I'm like, I need to like confirm what I'm saying to him, and then like I'll ask 2 more times. He says yes, and then like the third or fourth time, he's like, oh no, you need to understand when someone's asking you a question, what you're answering. It's a very common thing I feel like with them.
Yeah. So you rapping in tongues. This is gonna be good, man. Listen. So I got myself like a special tard helmet for these kinds of things. It's a tard helmet with a big ass afro on the top, right?
Yeah.
I call it my Afro tard helmet. I'm strapped in, bro. I got an afro like the size of the sun. I got like little peak combs stuck in it. I got like a baggie of weed like dangling from it. I got like a couple of birds nesting in it. It's glorious. All right. I am Black Fist.
Oh yes, Brother Fist. Can I get a humpa dubba leppa moogo right now? We're talking adults.
Moogo.
Oh my God, you're a good listener. Here we go.
Oh, they wrong.
He can rap in English. Okay. I can rap in spirit.
Now, I know what you're thinking. That's kind of embarrassing so far, right?
Did that sign behind her say boot camp for the soul?
I didn't see that. Kingdom.
You got to come to the boot camp for the soul. We got a drill sergeant here who's going to yell at you about the Lord.
Right. Now, so far, this might be kind of embarrassing, right? Now, do you think I would just give you that much embarrassment? Absolutely not. I want you to get a load of this dance. Right. Now, if those lyrics sound familiar to you, fellas, sounds familiar.
Isn't that a cover of a Jay-Z song?
For a very good reason. Now, in the late 1980s, okay, I believe the Reagan administration put out a PSA with Devastating Dave, the turntable slave, called the Zip Zap Rap, for to encourage kids to not do drugs.
Wait, pause it. Devastating Dave, the turntable slave.
That's where I come from.
Fucking Keno, man. Holy shit.
Let's get a listen to where the inspiration for her lyrics came from.
This is what I call the zip zap rap. How should you chop me back in a sec? A zip a zap a zap, you're going to spend your whole check. Zip dip zap a zip with a wabbit.
As we can see, that was plagiarized clearly from the Zip Zap Rap by Devastating Dave, the turntable slave, during the Reagan administration to discourage our youth from imbibing in hard drugs.
Did you also get the effect when you were growing up from this kind of propaganda? The cringe was so overwhelming it actually like made you want to get high.
No, dude, I am nothing like what I am now. My mom didn't call me retarded. She called me a late bloomer for a large portion of my life. I actually didn't smoke, drink, or have sex until I was 19.
I see.
I was not cool. I was not quick, and I was not clever. I saw that, and I'm like, I'm not supposed to do that. Other people were like having sex and doing drugs at like 14 or 15. I'm like, I don't think you're supposed to do that.
Imagine trying to explain to your parents, right, that when you grow up, you would like be gainfully employed shit posting on the internet.
I can't explain my life to my. I try. I don't know where to start. I can't explain anything to her. She probably thinks I'm selling drugs. She's like, "What do you do for work again?" I just tell her I'm selling drugs. It's a lot easier. Okay, so there's gonna be some vindication and some retribution happening on this stream. Okay, you don't know Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is a football player. Okay, during COVID, he refused to get the vaccine, and boy, oh boy, did he catch a lot of heat for it.
He wanted to give all praises to Joe Rogan, whom apparently, while he says he talks to Harvard MDs about stuff, it was Joe Rogan that really guided him. He took stuff that is for horses. All of those things. Why did you lie to us in the first place if you were willing to embarrass yourself later?
Well, the embarrassment was going to begin as soon as he pointed out Joe Rogan as one of his touchstones of his critical thinking.
So he had to carry this for like 5 years now. Now the Fauci dog and pony show started happening, right? And he couldn't even wait to start talking about this now after being having to hold this in for so long.
A couple times today, because you've been very open about coming back for this year, last rodeo, and you talked about your wife saying, hey, have another year. Mike McCarthy being here, obviously a big deal. Can you tell us about the mindset of coming into your last season? Like, that's a real thing, it feels like, because is everything better? Is everything funner? Is everything more awesome? Like, how do you kind of view this year versus maybe the years of the past?
I'm going to plead the fifth.
Okay.
Like that.
he has he's had to hang on to this for so long. So much shit was talked about him in the media and by so many people he thought was his friends. Dude, this is such a good rant.
That guy.
Like that absolute coward, Tony Fauci. Absolute coward.
Yeah.
You can tell they're all uncomfortable right now. They're like, we're not supposed to. He's like, I've already been canceled. I don't give a fuck, dude. He's weathered the storm.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, 111
You got a
times.
pardon and you're in front and you pleaded over 100 times
Yeah.
at the White House? What are you scared of, Tony?
Yeah.
I thought you were the science.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought you were I am science, and you get up there and you can't answer a question?
Yeah.
What are we doing? And how much time did the network spend to that? How much time did they spend on my responses every week,
Yep.
on my vaccination status, on Taylor and Travis's wedding?
Yeah!
Did they do even a minute? Did they do even a minute on Tony Fauci?
No, I don't think I've heard
Nah,
anything.
I bet they didn't.
But on that note,
And there was another scandal this offseason, too, involving a voter for MVP, for Coach of the Year. How much time did your network spend? Where's your camp? Did your network spend on
our
that?
network.
I wish I was
How much time did you
Go back
spend?
with Fauci.
Oh, he's talking to guys that are trying to keep their jobs so badly right now. They're like, oh, what are you doing to us? Like, yeah, there he goes again, saying that crazy man saying stuff. There's another minute of this that they have to grit. They have to grit their teeth and bear it.
Sports ball TV, right, is weird, right? Like the gym I go to, they always have like a TV playing like there's a whole sports ball channel. And it's really weird because they structure it like it's the news.
Yeah.
Like coming up next, the transfer of Nagubu between this team and that team, right? We'll be interviewing like his secretary to discuss the points. I'm just like,
I would love to do like
excuse
30 seconds of sports radio and ask you what they're talking about, because football, and there's nothing, American football, there's nothing you can do about this, has the gayest vernacular of any other sport, and it's like rampant. It's like double teaming the tight end.
Man. I feel like UK football could really give it a run for its money. Like
I wish we had rugby.
This just constant parade of like mystery meat, and then just like, will he play for this team, or will he? Did you see what his leg did? The thing. Look, I know there's stuff that goes into sports, right? But just the way they like treat it, like the seriousness, like it's fucking Brezhnev talking to fucking Kissinger or something.
It's even worse because you can tell when they have to fill time for 5 minutes and they're trying to be really mad about it's because me and you will do like light speculation and we'll be like very cautious about speculating and like transparent. They'll have to do 10 straight minutes of like speculation with conviction over something so innocuous sometimes, dude. It's impossible to listen to. Ring him through the ringer.
This is awesome.
Hey, Tony, go back to Fauci?
Yeah.
Go back to the coward Tony Fauci and his science.
Hold on now.
Who's spending the entire time writing in his diary about how fun it is to be famous. You got to be kidding me.
Okay, so on that note,
What are you going to say about me now?
Debate him,
What are you going to say?
What are you going to say about me now? Oh, that sucks to hear in person. What are you going to say about me now? You guys are going to say a bunch of stuff when I'm not here. I'm here right now. What are you going to say about me? Oh, I know
the look on this man's face.
Oh, yeah.
I feel seen. I feel
Exactly.
acknowledged.
Only COVID could make a sports ball man have that kind of connection with you, right?
no, I got no debate here. You had a 500.
No, seriously, what are they going to say about me now? Now,
No, really.
now you can't talk about the COVID stuff because obviously
Guy tries to move on. He goes, I'm not fucking done. I had to wait years for this fucking level of vindication right now.
Oh my god.
it was made, in a lab in China. That's like not even questionable anymore. Tony Fauci is an absolute criminal. I'm on good terms with my family. I'm on good terms with my family. What are you going to say now? What are you going to say
I
now?
want to let you know. It's been a fun ride for you, I would
It's
assume.
been a great life and a great career. And it's nice to be sitting on this side now, especially after that coward played the fifth over 100 times.
Okay.
I thought you had a part in there, Tony. Why couldn't you?
Oh, and he keeps going, dude. Oh, that was so satisfying to see. You want to know?
God. It's leaking out into the normies. No. Don't tell the normies.
I know, but what also?
Did you hear what that sports ball dude said about the COVID stuff?
Oh, well, you can't cancel him. They've already tried that, so that this is where the phases come into play, right? It never progresses. Now, so this is Hasan Piker's production, Hasanabi Productions fan account. This is a fan account. I want you to notice the grammar here, okay? You see the grammar and how this is being said, right? Asmongold says undocumented children need to get shot if they cross the border with their parents. So now we have Asmongold does a really good job of he's not on any particular team. He remains rather independent. He tends to agree with the right wing a lot more. And
Well,
because
he does work for Night Media. I mean, last time I checked, you know who Night Media are?
No.
Oh, they're like they run like all the big streamers. They're huge. Yeah. He's not. I mean, unless he got out of his contract, which I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, if he's still under contract with them, that sort of would suggest that he's now too big to yeet. Because you know, one of the sort of enduring things about people who get contracts with these big agencies is if you're off the reservation too much, they'll yeet your contract.
No, he has all the money he needs for the rest of his life. He doesn't spend money.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Precisely.
Always, this is emotional blackmail, right? Well, you can't shoot these people; they have kids with them.
Is this loud enough?
Don't bring your kids.
Turn it up.
If you don't want to get shot, then don't bring your fucking kids. It's really simple. You mean you'd shoot adults and deport the kids, right? Well, I'd shoot whoever. Yeah, I'd shoot whoever. I mean, if it's kids.
What's the alternative? Can he fall back upon liberalism fist? What's the alternative? What gets a person to this point?
Listen, liberalism means being nice even when the barbarians like show up at the gate. I keep flashing back to that conversation I had with classical liberal before he like blocked me. It was literally this. I'm like, you're in the castle. The barbarians are in the gate.
Well, what about the barbarians' children? Really?
Your people, right? And he's like, oh, well, what we really need to do is like understand their motivation. I'm like, their motivation is they like to kill and grape. He just couldn't.
Oh, dude, I mean, they love doing this with Gaza. It's like they're killing children over there. It's like, well, you're including 15-year-olds into like, I don't know, 80% of their 15-year-olds are soldiers. Well, they're children.
Yeah, well, the population of Gaza is incredibly young.
Yes.
You might find this hard to believe, but the average life expectancy in Gaza is actually like pretty fucking low.
Oh, what are they doing? Some Fast and Furious stuff? Live fast, die young? What are they driving around Bugattis too quickly? They're doing street races?
Yeah, I mean, like Muhammad, live fast, die young, get killed by Ed Muez.
Yeah.
You know that's how Muhammad died, right?
What, living fast and fucking young?
No, he was he was killed by a Muez. Apparently,
really?
Yeah. He was poisoned by a Muez. So because obviously he liked the ladies. He wasn't too fussy about age. But yeah, he got taken. He got enamored by this Muez, and apparently the people around him are like, "Hey, this is a bad idea." And Muhammad is like,
you see those tits?
Are you the prophet? I know I am the prophet. And so
he spent too much time with little girls, and he sees a woman with breasts, and he's like, "Wait a minute, that was an option the entire time." Fellas, have you seen it? Take a look at this.
Mate,
they grow larger.
Those Kazan milkers, deadly, mate.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd shoot whoever. I mean, if it's kids, women, men, anybody, just shoot them. They're going to stop coming over. Because if you don't do that, they'll use children and women as shields to get themselves over. And then they'll put...
Asmongold has a massive audience, okay?
Oh, yeah.
He streams
huge.
every day. He takes up space. Like, there's Destiny out there every day, Hasan out there every day, so many people on the left out there every day. He's holding down the fort for the right-wingers, fellas. He really is. He does.
I like Asmon. I mean, I don't watch his streams. I don't have.
No, you don't watch 10 hours of Asmongold. Right? You're not even a fan, really. Not going to sit there and watch for 10 hours.
No, I don't have the fucking time, right? But I see the clips, and
he falls on the good side.
I'm kind of. I like that he made it. I mean, of course, he's got a woman now, so we'll see how that goes. But I like that he made it, and that he doesn't really seem to care about money. That's one of the really, really interesting things if you can trust him with like Hasan.
And for the record, his woman is literally if an anime pillow came to life, which it is what it is. Okay, but he doesn't make prescriptions. But he doesn't make prescriptions. Okay, he just tries to call it as he sees it. And it just so happens he like this take, pretty good take.
More women and children at risk because they know that they can use them as collateral so they can get more of themselves over. That's the way it works. That's the way an animal thinks, and these people are animals. It's just the way it is. They're savages. Absolute fucking savages. Hamas tactics, yeah, terrorists.
Yep.
Of course.
Okay, so are you familiar with how the Democrats, like AOC or Kamala Harris, will change their dialect, how they, depending on who they're around?
Yeah. I played something of AOC. She was down in Memphis.
Yes.
See, she was like, "Oh, we got the now's I'm down with the blacks." You know,
Yes.
and I mean, literally, the funny fucking thing is, right? If she like literally traveled a few hours to Nashville, she'd need an entirely different fucking accent if she was like speaking there.
That is correct. And so you'll see sometimes an older politician will try to like speak younger and connect with the youth. So Hasan Piker has to act indignant about this, that he would say that about other people, out of all the things that he said, right?
When
Look at
you
how-
say
Yeah.
people,
Yep. I need you to look at how Hasan Piker is typing to try to connect with the youth, because I don't know why else he would type like this. It's from his account. Usually when people
okay,
type...
wait.
Yeah.
I gotta read this in Zoomer.
Yeah.
You can get away with saying and doing pretty much anything if you're a right-wing Trump supporter who defend Israel. Entire national media has been calling me a dangerous radical for some of the anti-war candidates who will fight for M4A. What the fuck is M4A?
Okay, so hold on. So he says, you can get away W saying. See how he's not spelling the word with? And doing P much, not pretty much. Nothing is capitalized.
Right.
And he's shortening. So he's like speaking in like Zoomer.
In Zoom. He's speaking in Zoomer. Yes.
He's
yes,
just
I mean,
turned 35 and he's already out of date and he's already trying to be this. This is it. This has to be intentional. Why else would you be typing like this? Why would you do P much? I'm like, dude, say pretty much. Maybe RW for right wing.
But okay, to be fair, it could be the word limit on Twitter.
No,
Like
it's not. He pays for Twitter.
Right, but if you go past the word count on Twitter, you have to expand it out. So the pros, if they want to get a message out, they make sure to get it all on one page. I'm just saying.
I don't. Okay, that's real. That's mighty. That's mighty kind of you. Let me just show you the kind of guy you're being kind to. All right. Let's see how he talks about a woman that left Vietnam because of communism. As we know, he's slightly partial to communism.
Because as Vietnamese refugee, we have endured suffering under the communist regime, and we believe that...
Okay, fuck you, dude. I mean, seriously, fuck you, old lady. Shut the fuck up, you stupid fucking idiotic old lady.
He wants to call her slurs so badly. I always love it when the left gets so mad. He's like, you stupid, dumb, old chick lady.
Is he literally about to like break out and say Pol Pot did nothing wrong or something?
He doesn't have to. I mean, this is what he always says about any group that he advocates for as soon as they go against the Communist Party line.
Your stupid fucking gamer headset. Who has fucked you harder? America or fucking Ho Chi Minh? Suck my dick, old lady. God damn, dude. Yo, fuck this refugee, okay? Seriously. Fuck this South Vietnamese motherfucking whatever, like Christian supremacist psychotic fucking refugee living in America now and able to talk that shit. Why don't you go back and live in fucking South Vietnam in the same conditions, if that's your perspective?
Right. That's why they're not. That's why they're worse, right?
Be careful. No, I fucking hate these people, dude.
He's such a good guy. He's such a good guy and deserves so much good faith. What do you say we get a little soupy with it?
Right, let's get soupy with it. Let's get soupy with it.
Brother Fist!
Brother Ardy. The new GM. He's walking everywhere. I have heard it.
No, he's rocking everywhere.
Wait, hang on. I gotta get the thing. Have a sneed. What do you call that gesture? It's dropped out of my mind.
Dabbing.
That's a sneed dabbing. Thank you very much.
Not a problem.
Good to see the spirit of Quan Mills is finally getting to your brother Ardy. Please restart the stream so we can see it again.
Why do you people get these ideas in your little heads? He's relentless, dude.
J6 version 2 Fist. I think your tism is starting to scare Oron.
Oh no, it happened.
You say that. Speaking of which, you can watch me and Oron just wrap the final part, 5-part thing on Glub's The Fate of Empires. It was fun. We'll be doing more of those. So
Very cool.
Thank you very much. Mrs. Dye became a member for 3 months. See,
Yeah, she did.
Mate. She can't stay away. Hey.
I mean, I'm gonna say this now. I don't know if I'm even gonna show you a clip of it. Okay, what I have planning behind the paywall, I have an hour stream of me from February 5th of 2018. I have it right here, right now. I'm terrified to show it. Where I am arguing against race realism for a straight hour. Okay, I'm dunking on Jared Taylor. Okay, in 2018, and I don't know if I can physically show this to you guys. Even
look,
the hard R fellers, dude.
It's good. It shows development of your ideas.
Oh, does it?
Right?
Do you know? Yeah, that's nice. Do you know what I said at all?
I have no idea, but
I know what I said.
What I'm saying is,
okay.
It shows you
Oh, is it
development as a
easy?
person.
Oh, this is real easy for you to let me do this to myself. So as this continues, okay, I might show you a slice of it, but dude, it's the most embarrassing video of me on the internet. It would have to be. It would easily. I can't even say it. To continue, I'll muster up the courage as the stream goes on.
Okay. Alex Roberts for $20.
Hello there, mate.
Just started watching you guys regularly about a week ago. Welcome, new super chatter.
Very cool.
Thank you very much. I also listened to the McIntyre series on Glub. I hope you enjoyed it. The Empire's power doesn't seem to always correlate with the ethnic group's survival. For example, the Assyrians. I'm a Sargon fan. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where to put Glub, right? I mean, we should have looked at his Wikipedia page on the stream. Check out his Wikipedia page. Okay, he was known as the Pasha Glub. He was an Arabist, right? He basically went native. He was all about the Arabs. Presumably because he still had an England to go back to, would be my guess, right? He'd probably come back to London and be like, "Oh, it's so Western here." It's like, "Oh yes, you had a West to come back to, right?" And then you could fuck off back to Arabia or whatever. I wonder what he'd think about it now. Thank you for Zip Chat though, appreciate it.
Very kind of you.
Yiz the Eunuch for $5. Hey Yiz, how you doing? Happy Felliversary.
Mighty kind of you.
Mighty kind of you, thanks Yiz. New GM for $10.
And he's gonna keep rocking everywhere, isn't he?
I love the dancing chud. Congrats on the Felliversary. If Ardy or Fist send me a PO box, I will ship you guys your choice of a Quan Mills classic book.
Dude, if you put this amount of energy into getting a woman, you'd be married and have kids already. Okay, with the amount of time and energy you're trying to get me to read this fucking Quan Mills book, dude. Your passion is there.
Thank you for the offer, Nuge, but I can get them all for free with my incredible autism skills. But thank you. Kill All Bunnies for $5. Fist, if you're impressed by a whole channel for sports, wait until you learn that ESPN has 7 more with progressively obscure sports.
Dude,
I don't need to know these things.
You do. It might even be good for your clown base, dude. It's some of the now they have. It's 3 black women and 1 white guy talking about a basketball game. It's unbelievably painful. It has been taken over by HR. It is excruciating to watch. But I still have friends that like sports ball, so they still have to watch it. It's unbelievable.
It sounds horrible. New GM again for $5, mate.
Wow.
Less than half the viewers have liked the 1-year Felliversary stream. What the fuck, fellas? Shape up. Yes.
Wow.
Beat that like button like a redheaded stepchild. We would appreciate it very much.
Very true. Very true.
Not Mandanak. Mandanak? For $5. Kind of funny how quickly leftists turn on Asians as soon as it's convenient.
They turn on everyone. Do you see how quickly they turned on trans people that wanted to detransition? They'll turn on anybody, dude. They don't care.
So much for the tolerant left. Oh my god. And Bryce Jasper, 1,000 joules.
Thank you.
It's
for
yellow,
a corgi.
so we gotta.
Okay, those are the rules. I will capitulate.
And we got a corgi. There we go. Thank you very much.
Very, very nice.
Right.
Kind of an annoying dog in my opinion, but thank you for the corgi.
Super chat's achieved. So
do we have any Moo Watch today?
We do have.
Brother
we do have
Fist,
to move on.
can you enlighten us with the tuberculation of the quavination of some moo watch, Brother Fist, today?
I certainly can, Brother Ardy. The moos have been rampant recently, going around with their mooish ways. And we start off with Ben Shapiro coal posting. Oh, the blackest coal ever. Anthracite levels of coal posting. So, I don't know, Ben Shapiro tried to, like, post a meme.
I think he's cool now. You don't think he's cool?
Oh, just fuck. Oh.
Come
The
on, man.
cringe,
You don't think
the
he's cool?
cringe is real. Standing Franco, Stalin, or Hitler in or Khomeini is un-American.
Standing. Him saying standing is the hello, fellow kids meme.
The replies were not kind. Let's put it that way, right? People pointing out
Yes,
him
he got
standing.
he got, as the kids say in colloquial slang, raped in the comments.
Mm-hmm. I like this one from Joel Webman. I'm a simple man. I support saving Christians from being murdered by communists. The extremist position, obviously, as always.
Right.
From Joel Webman. Let's see what else we got. Oh, and this. Oh my god, this is so good.
And what does it say?
Oh, I'm not the one dying for Israel.
Please, I've had enough.
It's Ben Shapiro doing the pushing away the army helmet. Those glorious eyebrows.
Those aren't a meme. Those are his. We watched a video of him. His eyebrows became that over time.
Now the war is sort of, it's in a bit of a lull at the moment.
Boo.
Good for people not getting killed. Bad for political streamers. So I'm torn.
Bring out the other guy. Find a war. I'm sorry. Continue.
However, this is quite hilarious from the Washington Post. The top U.S. general in Europe privately warned the Pentagon this week that he lacks sufficient naval forces to continue protecting Israel from incoming ballistic missiles. General Alexis Grinkovich, I wonder, head of the U.S. European Command, sent written notification to senior Pentagon officials saying that without another Navy destroyer, he will, quote, be forced to choose the defense of the United States homeland over that of Israel. See how homeland is in scare quotes, right? Like the homeland, right? like Americans have a homeland. It doesn't say the obvious implication, which is that they chose to protect Israel over the American homeland. But I presume that would be the outcome of the article. However, Mark Levin is unfazed as always. This fucking guy, man, right? Like,
what do you mean?
What do you, just to give you a summary, basically, right? Like, the US has basically been fought to a standstill. They had to pull out of all the bases in the Gulf. Their CIA base in Jordan got missile struck. There are reports of significant casualties among station staff. Hormuz is like still closed. They're still trying to sneak tankers through, and it's not working. And apparently the Americans have started like emailing just regular people in the army saying, hey, have you got any cool ideas for like how we can do stuff with the war? Not a good look. I mean, unless it's all like kayfabe and stuff, but
a power vacuum. That's what's needed. Continue hitting ballistic missile and drone factories to destroy as much of its offensive military capability as possible, helping to protect, for example, the Arab oil infrastructure. And I know they're lobbying the White House. There have been reports on this. They're concerned about a wider war because they're concerned about the oil infrastructure, a worldwide depression, and so forth and so on. It won't happen. It won't happen. But take out all the offensive abilities they have, and I think that's what the president is doing, as a matter of fact. Target government buildings. Target the IRGC and regular Army facilities. More on the communication centers. Hit their banks. Hit their financial centers. If we want victory, and we want to get this over with, this is the only way to do it. And reconsider our aversion to hitting their oil production and refining facilities and infrastructure. The fact is...
So, just, why they're not doing that, okay, is because the Iranians have said that if they do that, they will hit all of the desalination plants in Saudi Arabia and the UAE, which will basically make many of these cities completely uninhabitable, right? Because remember, you got to remember, there's like a naval blockade going on as well. So unless they want to start like shipping fresh water in to sustain cities like Dubai, which can't be done, these cities will literally collapse and depopulate. So it's like he still thinks that they're fighting Iraq.
It sounds like you're kind of panicking right now when you think about it.
Yeah, it's not a good situation, man.
This is the surest way to cripple the regime. Don't worry about rebuilding the infrastructure. There are multiple ways to do that after the war, with a mini Marshall program or investment from private sector and so forth and so on. There are ways to deal with it. Do not worry about that right now. The focus and the concern should be victory. Victory brings many opportunities and possibilities. Diplomatically, no ceasefire for at least 30 days and perhaps longer. No negotiating for at least 30 days and perhaps longer. We need to meet our objectives first on the battlefield.
What are those objectives? Because I mean, I keep getting mixed messages, right?
Right.
So, first, the objective was to like destroy the nuclear program, which they do or do not have, which was destroyed and then not destroyed. Then the objective was to like get rid of their like ballistic missile capabilities. Then the objective was to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. And I mean, I'm just saying, right? Like, I'm not sure what the objective is at this point. And going to war without a clear objective is always a bad idea. Of course, the real objective, right, the unstated objective, is just to glass Iran so that they are no longer a challenge to Israel. Okay, that is the actual objective. There is no negotiation. There's no state building.
Democracy?
They're not even trying to say it's about democracy anymore, right? They just
Well,
just
that's
don't give a
good,
shit.
right?
The goal is to just glass Iran, because Israel's not going to take any of the refugees. You will though. You looking forward to more Iranian restaurants in Boston, mate?
No, I think we have enough Mediterranean food or whatever they have. It's just the food, right? Is there anything else?
Have you considered not being so racist?
I've considered it, yeah, and I weighed out the pros and cons, and you can TOS words.
Trump is just looking
great. Picture
mate,
of health.
Fucking listen to this shit.
Nobody did it, and it was time. We hit them hard with the B-2s more than a year ago now, and that knocked out their capability, their potential capability. And we've done a great job. But when we talk, we say we're talking. If we're not talking, you ask me, no, we're not talking. I'll say it. But we are talking right now. We're talking, and we're talking at the request of Iran, backed by Saudi Arabia, backed by UAE, and backed by Qatar in particular, but others also. Many countries called, the leaders of many are friendly with a lot of them, almost all of them, one way or the other, and they all wanted to give this a last chance. This is a last chance. This is not something that, if it doesn't happen, this is a last chance for them to sign a good document. Yeah, please.
Mr. President.
It's the last chance. It's the last chance.
I know, what a businessman sales tactic. Hey, it's going away. FOMO. It's going away.
Some are saying basically that Trump's going to be forced to make major concessions. He's going to have to give the Iranians money and but they're not going to like be able to do that. So the Israelis have gotten their wish. War is now basically locked in. We got an update on Austin Franco. Remember, he was the kid who dared to say that he did not want to work for a move.
Well, I know, and then the moves were on the news the next day on right wing. It's you really do have to get the moves out of the right wing in order for it to be the right wing.
So that interview that we saw, the hidden camera interview, right, was apparently done by a group called Accuracy in Media.
Accuracy. Okay, it sounds trustworthy, right?
But just the name makes me think it's likely a mooish cancel shot. Who impersonated another non-profit called Justice in the Classroom to get an interview under false pretenses. Apparently, they made up like a fake website, fake IDs, all this kind of like stuff. So his parents kicked him out of his house. Okay. And then the New York Post,
wait a minute. I'm sorry. His parents kicked him out of the house.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm sorry. Is he like gay or trans or something? Isn't that why your parents used to kick you out
worse?
of the house?
Even worse, mate. Right? He doesn't love Israel enough.
Faith, you're not loving Israel enough. You don't worship Israel enough.
Basically. And then the New York Post doxed his family, showed his house, their full names, where they work, all of this stuff. I mean, imagine.
There's nothing anyone can do about it.
Imagine betraying your own child, right, to the moose, and then they just turn around and they dox you anyway.
Yes.
Fucking hell. That's cold-blooded, man. That is fucking cold. Know what I'm saying, right?
I know you mean.
Oh my god. I mean, look at this. Oh,
Dude. And that's what you get. That's what you get. I mean, isn't this collective punishment?
That's right. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not collective punishment when they do it because of this reason.
I think now, after they kill one Israeli people, we need to kill all the people in Tel and Sarah, even Jit and Farata. Why? Because we don't want it to happen again.
It sounds like you're saying one Jewish life is worth hundreds or thousands of Palestinian lives.
Not million. One Jewish life, it's 10 million, okay?
Oh, okay.
Oh, that just sounds racist. Woman, do you know this is an Israeli settler, okay? They are the most right-wing Israelis. They literally go and steal houses and land from unarmed people while the army backs them up. And if the unarmed people that are getting all their shit stolen dare to do anything, the army shoots them in the face. And you're like, that sounds a bit racist. It's like, did you ever see that fucking interview right after the Taliban took over Afghanistan, right? Some fucking bint from the BBC went over and was like, are there going to be any women in your government? And the Taliban, they just laugh at her. They just look at her and shake their heads and like, no, stupid woman. Oh my God.
Yes, I know.
That sounds racist. Yes, I know.
That doesn't work.
Because God chose us. Because of this, you are jealous.
These inflammatory views, rejected by many Israelis, are crucial to understanding the growing violence in the West Bank, which many extremist Israeli settlers see as land given to them by God.
The Bible is the authorizing that this land belongs to us. Okay?
Israel occupied it militarily.
Yes,
and under international law, that means that no civilian settlements can be built here.
But the God not write in the Bible, the international law.
So you're a lawyer,
yeah,
and you're saying the only law that really counts for you is the Bible.
Yeah, of course.
Imagine my shock. You
want to be shocked right now?
Very shocked.
I can't believe I'm going to show this.
Oh, really? Okay.
Okay. Just catch a line.
You know who doesn't really fucking consider themselves a race? The Jews.
Oh my God, it's gonna be so hard, dude. It's fucking really bad. It's really bad. I can't express how bad it is. Everyone, I'm building up the courage to cover that hour on stream, okay?
Oh, mate. Oh, the
I can't believe. Okay,
pipeline.
I ripped the Band-Aid off. That's out there. Okay, I couldn't possibly have said anything more embarrassing. Okay, here we go.
Now, this is Hamza Yusuf, Hamza Useless, as he is known. You may be familiar with him. He was in the Scottish Parliament, telling everybody there are too many white people in. Here's him at the Muslim, at some fucking Muslim conference, basically talking about their long plan.
It's our job collectively to not just plan for the year's news cycle, not to just respond to the latest outrage, but we have to commit to build the next 20, 30, 50 years and beyond. You see, the decisions made in this room, the networks that are formed over this next few days, the strategies that we develop collectively through these conversations, well, they are the seeds. And by the way, we may not bear fruit in our lifetimes, but the greatest generations of Muslims, they didn't build Al-Andalus, they didn't develop algebra and astronomy.
So Al-Andalus, by the way, is when the Muslims took over Spain, right?
Yeah.
Massacred all the Christians and like ruled there for like, I think it was like 700 years until the Reconquista. So just,
Astronomy and medicine. They didn't construct the institutions that that preserved human knowledge through Europe's dark ages by thinking just in election cycles. They thought in centuries. And we have to think the same way. We have to be prepared to author our own story, not be the subject of somebody else's. And this forum is the very place where that story must be written.
The Muslim Impact Forum. Not a place where they make IEDs, although, given the name. Oh, yeah. Fucking. And at the same time, you've got people like that going on, right? You have coal posters like Julia Hartley Brewer saying crap like this. This is her talking with Charlie Downs from Restore. Good man. Just listen to this coal posting.
I've just said to you, there is an issue with immigration and people who are not integrated, but I don't see what that's got to do with skin colour.
What's your definition of integration, Julia?
People, I think I've already said it 2 or 3 times, but people who speak English fluently, who are completely sharing values, belief in the law, equality under the law for women, gay people, I would suggest would be a key value now. The vast majority of Brits, you can marry who you want, you can worship who you want, you don't shut down. I would consider queuing, being nice, fairness. I would consider a lot of those to be British values and being.
All of the white British people currently in Britain were replaced by Pakistanis and Somalians, all of whom believed in queuing. Would Britain be the same as it is now, or would it be different?
This is.
So this is the what is a woman question.
Yes,
applied to the immigration debate, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull up this comment by this quote unquote moderate left person because they said that it would still be America without white people, and that's a moderate. They think that they're a moderate person on the left with that opinion.
No, nobody fucking thinks that. And look at her face. She's like, you're asking this question.
You're gonna make me look at it.
This is the key question, Julia.
No, it's not the key question. You're making the glib point. You're the one who keeps saying it's about immigration, and then you keep talking about skin colour.
Race is not just skin color, you stupid bint.
Oh,
okay, right? Yeah. Like, I'm sorry.
I thought it was. I thought it was in 2018.
Stop acting like Pakistanis are just white people with darker skin. Stop acting like Somalians are just white people with curly hair. They are very different people in many, many ways. Oh my God, I'm so fucking sick of this shit. Oh, they're basically like John Smith up the road if he put a bit of boot black on. Fucking no, they're not. Oh my God.
Julia, the question is, are we a people or aren't we? And if we are, then the changing demographics do have a material effect on the future of the country.
Changing demographics do.
I don't want my children to grow up in some effing Lebanon, which is the situation we are rapidly hurtling towards with the massive demographic change that we're experiencing in this country. So, if we are to restore Britain and turn it into a country that is worth living in for young people and old people and all British people, then restoring Britain's demographic security and recognizing that the changing demographics is at the root of so much of what is wrong with our country today is absolutely essential. And as you have just demonstrated, yourself, others in the mainstream media, and indeed many of those in Reform of the Conservative Party are.
Yeah, look, she's doing the face. She's doing.
Oh
she's
my
doing the
dear
woman
Lord.
Face. Is Spectre in the chat? Spectre.
That face looks absolutely perfect with me seeing the back of her head and that face looking at a wall. Perfect face for that.
I don't really. It's so stupid. By the way, demographic security. I don't know who it is that came up with that phrase. I'm pretty sure it'd be like someone in Restore's memetics department or
beautiful
whatever. Beautiful. Demographic security. Oh, I want to see that phrase deployed more.
Not prepared to have this conversation because
I'm perfectly prepared to.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. We got time.
Yeah, we're good.
So
didn't he have a YouTube video that got taken down, Connor Thomason?
Maybe
recently. He had a video that got taken off of YouTube, I think by the UK.
Oh yeah, what was he talking about? I forget.
Whatever it was.
Yeah,
whatever. A couple weeks ago.
So, Connor clearly has. I mean, I don't know, mate. Look, Connor, just borrow money from someone. Go to a fucking private hospital. Like, don't go to the NHS. Okay, so I just want to make this clear. I have known people who have had a good experience with the NHS, but generally speaking, they're booked in by a doctor and they've got like a place in a hospital. if you roll up to accident and emergency, or A&E as it's called, it is overwhelmingly a fucking nightmare. Like it's a sea of nons, and it's not just nons in the waiting room. All the doctors are like nons. They have a very, very limited command of English. It's most of them seem to have like completely fake degrees. They've got no idea what the fuck they're doing. And so poor Connor had to take his wife to accident and emergency on the advice of the NHS maternity service. So she's feeling poorly. He rings up the NHS. They tell him to go to accident and emergency because she might have a fatal blood clot. Seen by an African nurse who barely speaks English and makes multiple spelling errors in her notes and the hospital letter. After 4 hours of waiting, she is seen by a doctor who tells her to make her own way to another hospital to wait in the accident and emergency department to get tested there instead. If he was brown, by the way, and if he didn't speak English, he would have been bumped straight to the top.
You don't know. Fist, come on.
I
You're
do know that.
speculating. You're making things up. There's no way that's true. That would be discrimination. They can't do that.
It's totally fucking true.
You're right.
Comes home and calls the hospital, who transfers her to a maternity service, also staffed by an African woman with an indecipherable accent, totally indifferent to the urgency of the situation, tells her to come into the hospital and wait. Went to this same hospital months ago when we thought she had miscarried. They took 7 hours to see us, and after telling us twice we had probably lost the baby, they did an ultrasound which showed she was fine. Somehow they managed to miss a second baby with the ultrasound.
Holy fucking
Can you fucking imagine being in that situation, right? You've got some like doesn't speak English, like telling your wife, oh yeah, your baby's probably dead. Like just complete, like doesn't give a crap, right?
Well, this is just an anecdote. In the aggregate, it's much better than other healthcare systems, right?
It really isn't. It really isn't. Like, what is the plural of anecdote? Right, like when you start seeing hundreds of these anecdotes, at what point does it become right?
I know, but oddly enough, this is the time to ask me if I've ever been to the NHS for a health checkup. This actually would be the time to ask me that, because how else would I? You would have to go and that's something you would need to experience for yourself.
So now she's in accident emergency for another few hours, either for a life-threatening condition that's getting worse while she waits, or for something a quick scan and an aspirin prescription will fix in moments. I would really encourage people to, as much as possible, be your own doctor. Quite frankly,
I am. I don't go to the doctor.
Right? I mean, again, I'm not giving medical advice, but I'm just like pointing out that you go to like your average GP, they're using ChatGPT to diagnose you. So you could use ChatGPT to diagnose yourself, is all I'm getting at, right?
Okay, well, I am giving you medical advice. If it's brown, send it down. If it's black, never go back. If it's white, then it's all right, okay? That's my medical advice.
Right. No wonder maternal mortality has increased. It has. Maternal mortality has increased massively, and the UK government is now spending literally billions on compensation for botched maternity stuff. It's insane. The incompetence, inefficiency, waste, and negligence in NHS maternity services is astounding. Almost as if there was some kind of deliberate plan to make the maternity service really, really bad. But I mean, who would do something like that, right? It's not just strain on the system from demand. It's that frontline staff are not compassionate or qualified. No one seems to be willing to criticize this because it's mean, but so many people who interact with NHS services have a bad story. It doesn't have to be like this. And there's a WhatsApp chat here. How annoying, keep me updated. Will do, darling. Saw the nurse writing notes. She tried 3 times to spell ankle and then gave up and wrote leg swollen.
Oh boy, because you can't do anything. You actually are completely helpless in that situation.
Yeah. I mean, and this is why I really like you should start looking more to take care of yourself. Oh my God, again, not medical advice.
No,
right?
but you want to be independent of the medical system, is what you're saying.
As much as possible. Okay, right? Like there are many conditions that can be if not fixed, but like treated temporarily with like over-the-counter medications and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't go to the proctologist. I just look at my asshole in the mirror. I'm not trusting. You think I'm going to trust a Jeet with my asshole? Absolutely not. No,
and that's a good point. That's a good point.
Can't do it yourself.
then there's a second part update. My wife has finally been seen 7 hours later. Okay, and I just want to like point out, when you're hanging out in accident and NHS accident emergency for like 7 hours, it is like the most uncomfortable chairs, insanely bright lights, jeets and nons like everywhere. No one speaks English. It's horrible, right? She has a suspected blood clot in the leg, which could have been lethal or caused a stroke or stillbirth if left untreated. But despite having the equipment, she's been told they can't scan to confirm it today and will have to wait a day or two. In the meantime, they're giving her injections to remove the clot. She might have to take them throughout the pregnancy and postpartum. We still don't know. She still has to wait another hour for blood to be taken again, her first injection, and then being sent home. She'll get a text for a scan sometime in the next day or two. In the meantime, we'll just have to hope it doesn't get worse. One scan could have confirmed all of this hours ago. There's no way there wasn't someone on staff at 2 hospitals capable of operating an ultrasound machine all day. Now, this is the point. This is socialized healthcare when you staff it with nons, basically, right? Like
their communication with each other is terrible. I've talked about before how like I've been waiting in line for a coffee, and there's an Indian behind the counter trying to speak English to a Ugandan as a customer who has to order a drink in fucking Italian at Starbucks.
Yeah.
There's a lot of language barriers that happen in these situations sometimes.
Dude, borrow the money, go to a private hospital. Don't care how you do it, right? Max your credit card, like anything, right? If it was a private hospital, they probably would have been in and out in like 2 hours.
And there's not going to be liability at this place either, right? At this machine.
Oh, I mean, no. Well, the point is, right, all the liability is paid for by the government. It's not really paid for by like the hospital, as far as I'm aware.
Right.
So yeah, there's no liability. Everyone's like, oh my god, Connor, you're such a racist. And then this dropped literally the same fucking day, right? An Egyptian surgeon who appears to have obtained his qualifications off the back of a cereal box nearly killed a patient by connecting the wrong part of his small intestine to the stomach. This meant the patient kept circulating his own poop from his intestine to his stomach. The doctor claimed there was a witch hunt against him. Look,
but he's literally talking about witches and spirits.
Who among us, right, hasn't accidentally like stitched the wrong organ together, right? Happens all the fucking time, you know? And I mean, okay, so this guy was struck off the doctor's registry. Why the fuck was he on there in the first place? Well, the reason he was on there in the first place is because a lot of these people, they come over with fraudulent degrees and qualifications, basically. So you know,
that's the thing. You can't do background checks on people outside of your country.
Yep.
They don't have record keeping unless they're from a European country. You could.
And apparently the Indian government actually issues, like they're actually forging diplomas to give to people.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about the people that use cow piss as medicine would do that?
Yes.
Huh.
Yes, I am. Yes, they would.
But isn't that incompatible with the West, especially when it comes to our way of medicine?
We see the Indians, one of the reasons why the Indians are like so enamored of the Moos is because they want to emulate the way that the Moos use their diaspora community to take over and control the West. And so they're basically doing the same playbook. This is London, right? Now, Tower Hamlets, okay, is one of the worst places in London. See if you can spot why that is, Ardy. I feel like you know, someone like you with sharp eyes, you might be able to like figure it out.
Okay.
In East London, drought has taken on a different meaning for the residents of Luke House.
Oh yeah, there's a drought here, by the way, right? Just in case anyone didn't like.
I know, and I love your redheaded Muslims.
Only mains water supply is a standpipe, and it's been like that since Thursday.
How you meant to clean all these plates and dishes? How you meant to cook? We can't even cook nothing. We can't even do washing the clothes and anything. And plus, in the hot weather, we can't even have a shower.
There are 80 flats in the.
Have you considered going back to Pakistan? I'm just saying, right? I think they got running water there, or maybe not.
21-story block in Shadwell. On the 14th floor, Azad topped up his toilet cistern with bottled water supplied by the Housing Association.
Azad? That's a fine English name.
And they use it downstairs. So no one knows water is there.
By the time someone tells you and you know, like you send someone downstairs, there's nothing there.
And carrying buckets of water in a heat wave is no fun. One of the engineers trying to fix the problem told me it began when a new water pump was in.
Pause it. What a great time to say the engineers fixing it. I wonder what the engineers might look like.
Yeah, I mean, you know who did the work on this. Was
Yeah,
a
you know,
bunch
put
of
some cow
non-
shit on that. You should be fine in no time.
Okay, so 007 has said apparently they're Bangladeshi, not Pakistani. That's fine. They can still go back to Pakistan, mate. I'm not really fussed, okay, as long as they're not here.
In the block, a mixture of copper and plastic couldn't cope with the pressure. There were multiple leaks on a number of floors, so the water supply had to be turned off. Luke House is one of many former council properties in Tower Hamlets which have recently changed hands, and much of the anger is directed at the new landlord.
It's been sold to nons. I bet you any fucking money it's now owned by, like, Muslims.
Housing Association Hyde.
Hyde took over.
Oh, look at this poor woman. She's probably like the only white lady in the
That's how it
entire
happens.
block.
And we thought things would get better for everybody, but they haven't. They seem to be getting worse. And I think Hyde need to take note and spend money on this building.
Water's not a luxury, it's a necessity.
No, there's one more. Oh my God.
And Hyde have failed to provide that basic immunity for the people here, and it's wrong.
A spokesperson for Hyde told us our teams have been on site all weekend and are still there to try and restore the water supply as soon as possible. Our neighbourhoods teams are also checking in on all customers, and we've provided large amounts of bottled water too.
It's just the old age of the building.
Oh my God, there's another one. There are 3 whites in this building. I'm amazed.
But do you notice how they weren't the ones they didn't show them absolutely pissing and moaning. They're like just describing what's happening.
Yeah.
50s. So the pipework and stuff really should be changed. Whether that will ever happen is another matter.
Tonight, the 80 flats in Luke House are still waiting to be reconnected.
Huh. Well, fancy that. Isn't that crazy to have water issues in the West in fucking 2026?
Mate, I love living in the first world. Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome here. It's like, it's great, you know. Okay, let's see. Super chats.
Yes, sir.
Let's have a look. Jack the Nimble for $5. Thank you, mate.
Oh, mate.
Hit their critical infrastructure like their banks. Mark the cartoon movie. How can they function without money? Hit the banks. Without money, no one can survive.
But to anyone just tuning in now, that might sound like he's joking. That was literally what was said.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah,
literally what he said.
Agile Warriors for 10 Canadian loot.
Hey, be mighty agile.
Happy felliversary to my favorite black kangs. Thank you very much. May your kippers be dripping with butter and your yentas be extra stinky.
Absolutely.
Yentas?
Fellas, buttery kippers in chat. It's going to be a lugubrious. It's going to be Brother Fest! A lugubrious celebration!
Not Manadnak for $5. Thank you, mate. It's all right, Ardy. Back in 2012, I thought race was only cosmetic too. We were intentionally misled. We certainly were.
Oh, it's all right. Oh, it's all right. You want to try this on for size?
Do you want to know what Asians culturally assimilate the best?
Do you want to know?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Indians.
Oh, how's that going? Okay. Do you think it can get worse? What you thought in 2020? Did you record it? Here, let's see if this gets any worse.
I did not.
And I'll defend that fucking point till I fucking die.
Oh my God. Okay. There's no way it's gonna get worse. Things get like since COVID, things get worse. You're like, they can't get any worse. Things can only get better from here. The next things I'm gonna say can only get better from here.
I love Indians.
Okay, now we're on the upswing.
Oh my God.
Dude, it's an hour. Now we're on the upswing.
Holy shit.
Here we go. Now it's gonna get better.
Bring in fucking boatloads of Indians.
I can't listen to the rest of it. Okay. It's so bad. I can't. I physically fucking can't.
Oh, Ardy. Oh, goodness me. How embarrassing.
Everyone trying to empathize with me. Like, I don't know, man. It's really bad.
Deep Calm says you got to add that to the soundboard to bring in load of Indians.
I fucking can't stand that, dude. I'm blushing right now alone.
You do.
Okay?
You have to.
My cheeks are tomato red.
Buford Justice for $50. Thank you very much, mate.
Bro. My little fellerinis, my little felleritas, and just like that.
And now the Chad does what the Chad wants, and no one is stopping him because Chad does what Chad wants.
Thank you.
Can't be stopped. So many of the problems that we are experiencing in the West can be closely linked to women's suffrage. Feminism equal Marxism equal Moodyism. Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, this is, so you know how the left has a pipeline, right?
Mhm.
Democrat, social democrat, it's to the left. Democratic socialist, well, it's still keeping the word Democrat in there, and then socialist, then communist, and then further and further and further.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's
yeah.
it's a good thing that democratic socialism is like just a totally new thing, and definitely was not the movement that tried to overthrow the German and Russian governments in like 1918. Because I mean, if it was, that would be a bit awkward. Oh wait, it totally was.
Hey, dude, I'm just trying to get people to where the right wants to be, which is democratic fascism, okay? I just want us to have our libertarian authoritarian state, and whatever fucking words you have to say.
I don't know, man. Democratic fascism, that's got quite a ring to it, mate. Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
But-
Look,
but-
why can't we give it another go?
Andrew-
Like, look, real fascism has never been tried, bros.
So, I love when Deepcom says this, dude. The Jordan Peterson to TND pipeline is real. He had a banger comment with that, and then he said something about like the hipster gay commie Brooklyn to Beryllium pipeline doesn't exist or something like that. It was fucking poetic. But this is why I support Andrew Wilson so much. He is specifically, his advocacy is to fight the left in the United States. He starts with feminism. Feminism is very quick and easy to get to Marxism from there. From Marxism, very easy to get to communism. Then we can all notice that the commies are against the whites, and it just so happens that 100% of Moo organizations are also against the whites. Very, very linear. I never have to really make like prescriptions or anything. I can just describe these things over and over again on stream. So the pipeline is very important for the right, because what we have now, we're allowed to speak right now. I don't know how long it's going to last for. Okay.
I remember turning you on to all of this when we just started streaming, mate.
A year ago.
A year ago, they grew up so fast.
Dude, I actually remember this very distinctly. I was on my porch smoking a cigarette, and I was getting, I forget which stream episode it was. It was near the beginning, and I asked Fist a question about the Moos, expecting a quick answer, and then I can continue to then plan what the stream was going to be for the next day. This was at night for me. This might have been like 11 o'clock at night. I'm not exaggerating. I asked him a single question about the Moos. I'm not exaggerating. He talked to me for over an hour. I don't think I said a word. I'm not kidding. It was actually over an hour, and I learned to never do that again. just let him cook and let him go. I am not exaggerating, dude. He fucking went off. Because, no, here's what it was. He went off for an hour because he would go, yeah, but do you know about this? I go, no. He goes, I gotta fucking explain that. That's what it was. He would like rhetorically ask me if I knew what he was talking about. I'm like, no, you don't know about that? Well, let's fucking clear that one up. Over an hour.
I am the great explainer. Testing for $5. Thank you very much. At 40, I had my appendix burst in July, and to my horror, I had a non-male surgeon. But compared to the NHS, suddenly I'm grateful for my private insurance. Yeah, man. Like,
it gets bad.
For real. Yep. Jam for $20.
Or the JMB.
Thank you very much, Jam. If it's brown, flush it down. What is that? Some kind of freaky race mixing position?
What I do to a woman isn't flushing it down. Okay, I don't know what you think I'm doing with these brown noise. It's certainly not flushing it down.
Patches, 1,000 Joules, Goat Trophy.
Mighty kindy. Whatever that may be. However that works.
Testing, member for 8 months. Thank you very much.
Yari is.
Evil Author, 1,000 Joules, Loot Boxed.
We're getting looty over here. Shooty and looty.
It's, the Joules thing is weird.
It is. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
It's very, very strange. And because the way it renders on the back end in StreamYard is you don't get the
visual.
Get the emoji. you just get the words.
But
So
how long does the emoji even stay there for? And can we even play it back?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's weird.
Thank
you for the jewels. I feel like a little boy. I don't feel like an adult man.
But we got to lean into the TikTok-ness and be like, thank you for the jewels.
I can't. Yum, ice cream.
Yum, yum. Oh, my God. J6 version 2 for $5. Thank you very much. There's only 2 outcomes to this. People go back or they face the wall until morale improves.
Haha.
Well,
there's a dangerous third rail. Have you heard about liberalism and the Constitution? Open your mind, didn't I?
Is that the wall of remoralization? I think
Yes.
that's what he's talking about. NPC member for 7 months. Thank you very much. Deadpool Kid for $5. Dr. Muhammad Gihad Uga Buga. What a beautiful language. Oh, we have so much to learn. Oh, gorgeous. Killer Bunny's $5. I can't wait to bully Ardy in the comments of that lore video. Everybody should.
The comments of that lore video, I can't do that. It's only going to be a stream where you can actually, in real time, make fun of me. I need to feel the shame. Here's what it is. I've now gone through so much cringe where the final cringe boss is now my cringe. That's all that is left is my own cringe.
It's very zen of you though, right? Like you are overcoming the cringe within, right? And freeing yourself from the chains of cringe.
What you have to understand, and I think this comes through my content, where I do love being made fun of, right? But it's hard to make fun of me because you don't know too many things and whatnot. And there's things here and there. This is really going to be a festival of having plenty of ammunition to make fun of me. Let's say.
Testing for $5. Try number 2. My appendix burst July 3rd. To my horror, I had a female surgeon. Now I'm grateful and love my insurance and U.S. healthcare and white lady doctor. No NHS. Well, that's good. I'm glad it turned out all right. Sunday math for $5. This is Sunday from the Promised Land. Can you help me find my shekel purse? You can restart the stream afterwards. Yes, I believe that your shekel purse is within James Lindsay's coin purse.
Oh my God,
you're gonna have to lube up and go in after it. I'm afraid, mate. Like it's a nasty business, but it is what it is.
Very quickly, that reminds me of when I just went on Basic Logic stream. It was a last minute. He needed to fill in like 3 hours before the stream. He just got like his video shown by Asmongold. There was like 1,200 people watching live. Stream went fine and everything. Of course, I have some fellas in there. It's like a second stream. And there's fellas in there asking him to restart the stream. He's like, what the fuck? Restart the stream? I'm like, yeah, what are they talking about, dude? So then they started Super Chat, restart the stream. I go, don't fall for it, dude. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, right? It started turning on the fellas. Because what am I going to fucking say about restarting the stream?
Mate, I hopped in on that stream. There were 1,200 people watching. I was like, oh my God. Ardy, he can't be stopped. Look at him. He's growing to be the size of the sun. He will soon swallow Uranus.
Well, this is why it's hard for me to make, because even when I own streams, I don't give you a week in advance. I give you 24 hours, maybe. That's how I function.
Killer Bunnies for $20.
There she blows, matey.
There she blows. It would have been funnier, but YouTube won't let me gift memberships. Oh,
what?
What is that?
That's odd. Actually, that's YouTube told me to tell you get a free month. That's what YouTube told me to tell you. So that's weird. Honestly, you get your first month free. They nagged me to tell me that.
Deadpool Kid for $5. To my horror, I was locked with foreign nurses during the COVID lockdowns. Nigerian nurses. Woof.
It's the ultimate demoralization. There's not a lot of empathy and looking at you like you're a person. Let's say.
Okay, so I believe you're driving.
Not you, and me, not you. Here we go. Okay, fellas, it's some comeuppance. It's some vindication. All right. It's calling out. It's finally Bill Maher is acknowledging that there might be an issue with the quote-unquote far left. It's commies, but now he's saying commies. I've been saying this for months now. You have to call them commies. It's called Call Me By Your Name right here, okay? Finally. This is a celebration. It's a 1-year anniversary. The first stream episode was about white people, then Saul Alinsky. Been talking about socialism, communism for a while now, so let's get some sweet vindication pumping through our veins.
Because not a week goes by where I don't read about some newly chosen, exciting new face in the Democratic Party. And then when that face opens its mouth, the Communist Manifesto or some other crazy shit comes out. Again, let's just read the quotes. The DSA platform says you work as much as you are able and no more than needed. If that was any closer to Karl Marx's dictum from each according to his abilities to each according to his needs, they'd be sued for plagiarism.
Okay. I wonder if his audience finds this persuasive though, or they're just like a bunch of clapping seals, right? Like if they actually.
I don't know. Isn't his audience paid for, or
right?
How does that? Oh, mate, I got to look this up now. Do people pay to go and get brainwashed? Probably. Oh my god.
Well, either way, it's going out to an older lib boomer audience.
Right.
Not to leave any doubt, New York Mayor Mondani once tweeted Karl Marx's words exactly. They're not trying to hide it. Their most popular influencer, Hasan Piker, thinks communism is so groovy. He laments the fall of two of the most murderous regimes in history, the Soviet Union and Chairman Mao's China.
There's so many clips, Bill Maher, that you could have shown of Hasan Piker, including him in a Mao suit, but this is as much as you've ever given me, so I'm going to be forced to take it.
Mondami's aide, his top aide, Sia Weaver, said if you don't believe in the government's sacred right to seize property, it's over, and impoverish the white middle class. What? That's a goal? You know you're supposed to...
Yeah?
Yeah?
Were you calling the whites racist for saying that for how long now? Very good.
Were you calling all the people pointing this out snazzies?
And Steven Crowder is going to say later on, be very careful of these people that are looking to crawl onto the side, right?
Mm-hmm.
Discernment is going to be heavy, fellas.
To scare people into voting for you, right? One of the new soon-to-be Democratic Congresspeople, Darlisia Chevalier, supports seizing...
Yes, sir?
What's it?
Oh, no. Oh, no. What did you find?
No. People do not have to pay to be in the audience of Real Time with Bill Maher, the HBO show. Tickets, when available to the public, are free. And a substantial portion or most of the studio audience consists of paid participants.
Well, okay, right. Manufactured, of course. Of course.
God. Of course.
I should just assume that. I should just assume malice. I don't know what's wrong with me. But, can we agree that a part of his redemption would probably have to include a level of groveling?
I mean,
a level of it. It was you'll see. Actually, I'll ask you. I'm asking you that now. I'll ask you that after what Crowder shows you.
All properties from landlords, and said seize the means of production. Mondami has said the end goal is seizing the means of production. I think they want to seize the means of production.
Oh, you think?
Now, maybe you missed that in school or missed school altogether, but that's communism.
Maybe you missed it in fucking politics for the past 20 years.
You know,
stupid asshole.
You know, Bill, who you should really have on? Misa Khan, right? One of the other Twitter artists who lives and breathes communism.
Yeah.
I just discovered this. Did you know they're communists? God, you're so...
He's still
You're such a fucking midwit.
Are you saying that to me from 2018 or to Bill Maher now?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but
every single thing you can say about Bill Maher, kind of. Well, here's the thing. I'm the same Ardy that I am now back then. I was still making racial jokes and whatnot. I just didn't have access to the information that I have access to now. I didn't have anyone to talk to. I was quote unquote the furthest right of my friends, but I couldn't be on the right. Dude, I go back and think of this. I think in 2014, I was getting some online pussy as I used to do, and she asked me if I was a Republican before we had sex. I was like, no. But I didn't realize that was programming me to not even consider that, because the pussy actually held it over my head. I go back and think about, dude, the stories I have going back, they're fucking war stories now. I go back and think about them.
Was this you're literally between her legs? About to put it in, she's like, are you a before we begin, baby,
this is 2014. Maybe even 2013. This is slightly pre-SJW, and I know that because my roommates didn't call her an SJW. They said, she's dressed like a clown. I remember that. Is what they said to me.
You're getting some of that classy, mate.
Dude, the things that I think of before I go to bed, then I go, oh my God.
Yeah, I've
That's
been
communism,
there, mate.
which
Yeah.
we tried, and it doesn't work. Parties can change sometimes, you know. You have to keep up. Who freed the slaves? Republicans.
Oh my God.
Democrats with the racist party back then.
He's actually going there, dude. That's
Did
incredible.
you know that Democrats are the real racists?
He's starting his journey. He's starting his journey, maybe, possibly.
Bro, 2017 called. They want their fucking hot talking points back. Fuck me.
At least he didn't say he wants boatloads of Indians coming over, so there's a saving
Ardy.
grace, I suppose.
Ardy, can you imagine if the roles were reversed?
That's where he is? Okay, that's where he is.
But then JFK got elected and it switched. The DSA itself has switched, even
I love how it just switched. Okay, well, it switched back again in fucking 2015. I love how it just switches.
years ago. It shunned communists. That changed. Things change. Now the coalition within the DSA, called the Marxist Unity Group, is in ascendance, and I must take them at their word when their words include, our commitment is to the long-term struggle for a fully liberated classless society, in a word, communism. What do they have to do? Tweet out, elect more communists?
Okay, you've lost your humor completely. Now, this level of vindication from Steven Crowder is something that James Lindsay could actually learn from, okay? He didn't just go, Steven Crowder's right again. He is going to bring us through the history, because I think of myself from 2018 and I didn't know a whole lot, right? But there's some people that, I don't know, 10 years ago were fucking 11 and they don't know about this, right?
True,
so
true.
For the fellas that are 35, 40, 45 that have been ringing this bell for a long time, they must be venerated and acknowledged.
I will tell you, it's surprising to me that those in the Democrat Party, those on the left, are surprised. Here you go. Surprise and alarm.
And finally, new rule, Donald Trump has told 1 trillion lies, but when he says the Democratic Socialists of America are actually communist, that's not one of them.
This is why you have to be right-wing. I just did this in the Destiny video that I made. There are these qualifiers where it's like, now, everything he says is a lie, but he is telling the truth. You have to qualify the fucking truth.
Why does
if you're not in the right wing.
Why does nobody know any fucking European history? I mean, I know why, because like they deliberately truncated
Very much.
European history in order to we don't talk about what led to Mustache Man, right? We just basically teach people that all of a sudden, for absolutely no reason, all of like Germany like woke up and just went insane for no reason whatsoever. I mean,
It's what Crowder said when he was talking about how we need fascism. He goes, whatever they talk about, look at the history 2 years before it and what led up to it.
Yep.
I'm not voting for anyone who thinks the wrong side won the Cold War or cheers for the Intifada like it's the World Cup.
But you did.
I am not going to be in the same party with Hasan Piker. I can tell you that right now. If he becomes a force in the Democratic Party,
I'm swimming down the swamp with the alligators.
Ever be in the same political party with that guy. Now, I think that a majority of
what's the name? I love this guy, right? Like
James Carville, like this old
James
guy is like,
Carville, right?
everyone's coming with me, the old guy, right?
I remember seeing him like talking about who was it? Was it like AOC or someone? He's just like, these people are like stupid. They're gonna like cost us like everything, no. There's like commies everywhere. It's like, well, you let him in. I don't know what to tell you, man. Right? You let him in. Your fundamental precepts upon which you, and this is, people hate it when liberals hate it when you say this, that liberalism enables communism.
I hated it 8 months ago.
It does, right? The fundamental precepts of liberalism, of like equality and individuality and all this kind of other stuff, enable you to be taken over and subverted by clandestine coordinated groups.
Right, but what liberalism is predicated on the false premise that we're all going to play fair. It's just to make you play fair. That's the only purpose of it, yeah.
And to make sure that you are an individual whilst they are an ethnicity or religion or, I guess in case of commies, like, they're an ethno-cult or whatever. The point is you get to be an individual whilst they get to ruthlessly coordinate.
Only majority of Democrats agree with me.
Oh, but it's the epitome of a useful idiot and controlled opposition. He was controlled opposition, and then the idiot goes, "Hey, I don't agree with this anymore." They're like, "What are you? No one gives a shit about you. We already got what we needed out of you. Fucking bye,
Correct.
dumb
Correct.
fuck."
By the way, I just want to point out, this is exactly what happened to the Russians before the Bolshevik Revolution.
Okay.
There were the Bolsheviks and the Mensheviks. Chad, if I'm fucking any of this up, like, please tell me. Right, it's been a while. Okay, but basically, there were a bunch of liberals in what was called the Duma, right, which was the Russian parliament, which was only basically instituted because of all of this crap that they did against the Tsar. And the Tsar didn't want the parliament because the Tsar was like, divine right to rule. And the liberals were just constantly running defense for the Bolsheviks because they had no idea how evil the Bolsheviks were. And it just happens again and again and again.
Well, this is why at a certain point I felt it's going to sound weird, protective over some Christians, because I've been like rolling in this degeneracy for a long time, and or not even Christians, but just I don't know, liberal normies. They can't imagine the level of evil, the level and the volume of lying that these people do. They either can't even imagine it, or they don't even want to acknowledge it. And it's like that's why when somebody was like picking on like Ben Boyce, I'm like, I want to bite your throat off, because he's just chilling and he's not going to like fire back when they were like dogpiling him. That's why
I hope Frenjamin's okay. There's like huge fires all over like Washington, which like Washington State, which I think is like where he's like at. He's been like posting from there. Frenjamin, if you're listening, I hope you're all right, mate. I can take care of yourself.
Never been to me.
Never been
I'm
to
just
me.
going to say
Always
it, since the far left, the far left, is overwhelmingly made up of affluent, ultra-woke white people, you raised your kids wrong. You told your precious brats that every brain fart was genius, and now those brain farts are becoming Democratic Party policy.
New York is the last place you want to demonize success.
Oh, really?
The reason people move to New York is they think, I want to be successful on Broadway. I want to be successful in business. I want to be successful in the arts. And no one's going to get in my fucking way if I'm really talented and work hard. We're going to celebrate it. We're not going to put a big R on your door and say you've done something wrong because you're successful.
Get your head out of your ass. I would vote for Sarah Palin before this shit.
Really? Well, that's interesting. Wow. Well, hey, you trashed Sarah Palin and everyone, by the way, when they were pointing out that Barack Obama, right, studied under Derek Bell, or was influenced by Derek Bell, critical race theorist.
Oh.
Now, you've heard of Derek Bell from James Lindsay a lot, critical race theorist, which is correct. Can't say it's not correct. Now, the institution of Harvard, I want to take a moment here and immortalize this. It has been so unbelievably anti-white for so long. Now, the quality on this video sucks because this is from fucking 1990 on a channel with 28 subscribers with 794 views. I want to immortalize this. This is Barack Obama introducing Derek Bell, and then we'll get into a tiny bit of Derek Bell after.
Wait. Hang on.
Sure.
Pause it. Flavius Acanacius says that Derek Bell was Mike Obama's father.
No.
No fucking way.
No. Big Mike is Michelle Obama. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Really?
You gotta do some quick searching if that's true. I didn't see that. I feel like I would have known that by now.
Has opened up new vistas and new horizons and changed the standards of what legal writing is about. Open up.
Harvard Law School on strike for diversity. Do you want to know what the diversity is in 1990, Fist?
Uh-huh.
So back then, more so feminism emerging. Notice how once the trans came along, they dropped feminism because it didn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
The diversity is that Derek Bell said he's going to leave unless they hire a black woman.
Right.
In his position. That's the diversity they were talking about then.
Uh-huh.
Your hearts and your minds to the words of Professor Derek Bell.
They had a rather close relationship, let's say. Kind of mentor relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Derek Bell, a former Harvard law professor, endorsed the concept to abolish the white race as a social category.
it's a social category. I'm totally fine with that, obviously.
As a means to eradicate white supremacy entirely.
Mm-hmm.
In a 2002 excerpt published by Harvard Magazine, Harvard, that's around like a half an hour away from me, from where I grew up, from the book When Race Becomes Real, Bell wrote that enlightening white people about the real benefits and the great cost of their property in whiteness. See how we do communism into race communism. It's essential for racial progress. Interesting. Bell supported the journal Race Trader, which operated under the motto, treason to whiteness is loyalty to humanity. This is a mentor for Barack Obama.
Do you want to see said journal?
Hold on. The publication, I'm going to build up to it. The publication's stated goal was not to harm individuals, but to destroy the social construct of the white race by encouraging members to defect from its behavioral norms and privileges. Bell argued that because the existence of the white race depends on members placing racial interest above others, see, this is with liberalism, right?
Mm-hmm.
Only hurts whites. Enough defections would render the category unreliable and lead to its collapse. The call to abolish the white race was framed by... You can tell I'm mad because I'm reading. The call to abolish the white race was framed by Bell and Noel Ignatieff, what was that, Connecticut? As the key task for the 21st century, following the overthrow of slavery in the 19th century. Okay, so you can see the link right here. Harvard Magazine abolished the white race. Well, that's pretty embarrassing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I am not authorized to access this page. Now, it does make sense that they'd want to get rid of that, and it's a shame because I would have loved to have seen what that said, but I guess moving right along.
It's a shame, Ardy, that you don't have like a co-host who is like really skilled in internet autism. There it is.
Would you look at that?
The internet never forgets, baby.
Well, would you look at that with your eyes?
Shalom. Daddy's home.
Walk us through it, Daddy.
Abolish the white race. An excerpt from When Race Becomes Real. By the way, just before we do this, I just want to show you this, right? This is the journal they're talking about. Race Trader, The Journey of New Abolitionism.
Look at that. Save the white race. Look at how over the top it is. SPF. Yep. That wasn't considered racial at all. Winter 96. Okay, when I was playing like whatever, like minor league baseball and that's what they were doing. Like close to me, close to where I fucking lived and shit, dude. It's so creepy to think about. Mind you, this is this is where Barack Obama studied. He was surrounded by people that thought this was completely normal. And we were called racist the entire time that we had any issue with Barack Obama. It's incredible.
So, this was done with Noel Ignatieff. As you can imagine, of course, there's nothing particular about his ethnicity at all. This excerpt from When Race Becomes Real, black and white writers confront their personal histories, edited by Bernstein Singley.
Classic.
In 2002, the excerpt concerns author Noel Ignatieff's role in launching a journal to chronicle and analyze the making, remaking, and unmaking of whiteness.
Unmaking, remaking. It's they deconstruct it into nothing and then build it up to destroy it again. It's almost Ouroboros, I suppose.
In the interests of survival, Afro-Americans have always studied whiteness. There is a long tradition among them that the white race is a peculiar sort of social formation, one that depends on its members' willingness to conform to the institutions and behavior patterns that reproduce it. Imagine saying this about the Moors. By the early 1900s, it was becoming commonplace in the academy to speak of race, along with class and gender, as a social construct. In addition to the notion of race as a social construct, an old friend shared another, which we owe to the West Indian Marxist C.L.R. James, that ordinary Americans are drawn by the condition of their lives in two opposite directions, one that mirrors and reproduces the present society of competition and exploitation, and another that points towards a new society based on freely associated activity. He's talking about communism, by the way, just right. We believe that this internal antagonism played itself out as a civil war within the white mind. Yeah, I don't. Fuck do you know about the white mind? Between the desire of whites to wall themselves off from black Americans. Yeah, well, you keep fucking pushing them on us, don't you? Right? Like,
I mean, this is what was considered in 2002 to be academia, correct? It's in Harvard Magazine.
The desire of small children to wall themselves off from pit bulls is a fascinating phenomena that requires further study.
Yeah, isn't it incredible that Barack Obama's mentor, Derek Bell, didn't want to like dissociate himself for this? He was like, yeah, this is fine. Oh, it's understandable, right? It's always understandable. Like, oh, I may not agree with all of it, but I validate it. This isn't that terrible.
John and I decided it was time to launch a journal to document that civil war. The result was Race Traitor, whose first issue appeared in the fall of 1992 with the slogan, "Treason to whiteness is loyalty to humanity." Ooh, don't cut yourself on all that edge. The aim was to chronicle and analyze the making, remaking, and unmaking of whiteness. My book on the Irish was the story of how people for whom whiteness had no meaning learned its rules and adapted their behavior to take advantage of it. Yeah, because the Irish aren't white. Oh, for fuck's sake, right? This is the quote, by the way. You might have seen this on 4chan if you're around. The goal of abolishing the white race is on its face so desirable that some may find it hard to believe that it could incur any opposition other than from committed white supremacists. Of course, we expected bewilderment from people who still think of race as biology. Yeah, because it is. We frequently get letters accusing us of being racists, just like the KKK, and have even been called a hate group. Oh, fancy that, right? Our standard response.
Dude, I'm sorry. How heavy-handed is this? This is academic. This is like what they were considering to be like milquetoast liberalism. This wasn't that extreme. I mean, Obama got elected. Like that, he was just kind of on the left, just a regular guy.
Just a regular guy. You know what I mean, right? Our standard response is to draw on analogy with anti-royalism. To oppose monarchy does not mean killing the king. It means getting rid of crowns, thrones, and royal titles, right? So how many times have we heard this defense, right? We don't want to like kill,
abolish, deconstruct.
Right? We just want to deconstruct them and everything about them and destroy their history and like render them completely like impotent and import like a billion jillion Bamalians. Like, what are you talking? We're not going to kill the whites. We'll get the Bamalians to do that for us, right? Every group within white America has at one time or another advanced its particular and narrowly defined interests at the expense of black people as a race. Really? That applies to labor unionists, ethnic groups, college students, school teachers, taxpayers, and white women. They do love them white women. I don't know why it is they get that white fever up in there. Race Traitor will not abandon its focus on whiteness, no matter how vehement the pleas and how virtuously oppressed those doing the pleading. The editors meant it when they replied to a reader, "Make no mistake about it. We intend to keep bashing the dead white males and the live ones and the females too, until the social construct known as the white race is destroyed. Not deconstructed, but destroyed." Oh, that sounds...
So this is the environment that was that influenced Barack Obama's political journey in his early 20s. Isn't that incredible?
Yeah, that's amazing. If I mean, you know, obviously this was just a laugh. And when he got into office, he didn't do anything bad that would have affected like the native population of America or anything, did he?
Sure. And I want you to understand how, like, even to get this footage, it says screencastomatic.com at the bottom. That is how old the technology is to try to fucking pass this message forward. Okay.
God bless
right
these little posters. Look at this guy. 41 subscribers, right?
8 years ago, 1.3 thousand views.
People just like uploading this shit, right?
Hoping.
With no reward. God bless you, Anon. God bless you.
Yes. Noel Ignatieff, professor, Massachusetts School of Art. I tell you, dude, virtually all of the bad ideas comes from my area, from where I've been living. So I've had to think of growing up here, fellas, okay? And not talking to people on the right wing, not knowing anything about Christianity until you're like 39, okay? You have to understand something. I have a lot of resilience, okay? And I'm quick to learn once I know what's going on, but I have to undo so much bullshit growing up in this area.
My concern is doing away with whiteness. Whiteness is a form of racial oppression. Sure. The suggestion is that it is somehow possible to separate whiteness from oppression, and it is not. There can be no white race without the phenomenon of white supremacy. If you abolish slavery, you abolish slaveholders. In the same way, if you abolish racial oppression, you do away with whiteness. Treason to whiteness is loyalty to humanity.
Your views are fairly well received in academia.
Yes, they're legitimate, not to say that everyone agrees, but sure. I could not point to any examples where it has provoked political censorship. Whiteness is an identity that arises entirely out of oppression. Whiteness is not a culture, it's not a religion, it's not a language, it's simply an oppressive social category. Blackness is an identity that can be plausibly argued. Black studies is the study of a people that is...
Yeah.
So blackness as an identity can be plausibly argued. Presumably Mowishness as an identity can be plausibly argued. Just not whiteness. I mean, imagine if the roles were reversed, bro.
I mean, this is the level of influence they had in Obama's thinking. Meanwhile, if you make a moo joke, that'll stay with the politician for the rest of their lives on the right.
Yeah.
It is the most asymmetrical thing I can think of.
Plausibly argued. Black studies is the study of a people that has formed itself in resistance to its oppression. The task is to bring this minority together in such a way that it makes it impossible for the legacy of whiteness to continue.
So I just can't believe a Canadian like that guy, or what is he? Ukrainian? What is he? Is he Colombian? He had a strange. I'm new to the racial game like this. Okay, so I don't exactly know.
He was born in Philadelphia.
Oh, okay. That's what it is. He sounds kind of Philadelphian.
His grandparents were from Russia, so
okay,
he's a Russian Philadelphianite.
Oh wait, did it also say he was Mooish?
Oh, I totally missed that. That's amazing. Like really,
that's why I fucking hate him.
Easy to miss. Easy to miss, really.
Okay, let's continue.
Right? You know,
very nice.
Very atypical.
Was he a commie?
He
did he join the Communist Party?
How did you guess? He joined the Communist Party USA in '58, but then left to help the Provisional Organizing Committee to reconstitute the Marxist-Leninist Communist Party.
I'm so sorry. So this is what I've been saying. Okay, we start with anti-communism. We look at that and we go, hey, he's directly anti-white. Okay, then you see that he's a moo, and then you have, and then an anti-communist might go, well, that's just one example. And then it's like, oh, well, hang out here for a little bit and let's see how confident you are in that fucking response. Okay.
He then joined the SDS. The Students for a Democratic Society.
The splinter cell group that brought on the Weather Underground, which, by the way, they're going to completely downplay when we go back to Crowder.
Yep.
I love it.
Oh, God.
Okay,
right.
Let's go back to Crowder.
Let's go back to Crowder.
All right. Oh, man. Look at us. Look at us just putting in the work, fellas. And what was that, 5 or 10 minutes? It's good to know.
This is important shit.
Oh, dude, these videos, do you see the quality of these videos? They're somehow degrading like VHS tapes on the internet. The quality's degrading.
But I mean, this is the thing about the internet, man, right? You wouldn't be able to pull together all of these sources. It would not have the punch that it does. When you can pull all of these sources together into one place, all the video archives and stuff, right? Like technology is amazing.
This is called, some people with streaming feel guilty for watching stuff and they go, no. You're not just watching stuff. You're not just reacting. It is called content curation. Now there is so much information out there where it's its own thing when you're curating all of this billions of amounts of information out there.
Right. Studied under Derek Bell, or was influenced by Derek Bell, critical race theorist, Harvard. Bill Ayers, convicted domestic, anarchist, communist terrorist. Right? When he was saying, no, you guys need to pay your fair share. Hey, well, hold on a second. What's the difference between pay your fair share, even if you're already paying half, and you don't want to vilify the wealthy? The last place you want to demonize success is New York. Really? Your party has said there shouldn't be such thing as billionaires. Your entire party was about making people pay their fair share. That's what turned John Lovitz more. He said, buy this thing about having to pay your fair share is bullcrap. I pay half. Remember that? That's like in 2012. And now they act as though they're suppressed. No. Look, Bill Maher, everyone else in that month, you made all of this possible. You were the ones who silenced any critics when they were sounding the alarm on the socialism threat.
Well, Donald Trump's trying to create a 1950s style Joe McCarthy Red Scare on steroids.
Communists? We're talking about communists?
Practice? We're talking about practice? Not the game I love. We're talking about practice.
Who's a communist? Me?
Yes.
You?
Why haven't we tried doing that with Nazi accusations? Is it that easy? really shows who has power, right?
Like, who's a Nazi? Like, come on.
It's so easy.
Hearing a lot about socialism these days, mainly from Donald Trump and Fox News, trying to scare Americans about initiatives like Medicare for All, a Green New Deal, universal child care.
Not trying to scare Americans with, I don't know, the looming concept of white supremacy.
I mean, look, this, I was thinking about this the other night. This is what I fucking hate about American politics, okay? You can either vote for the Mooish party that wants, like, eternal war in the Middle East, or you can vote for the Mooish party that wants communism.
This is the whole
so
point.
fucked up.
This is like there was liberalism, right? And then the left made social liberalism, progressive liberalism, making it more and more socialist, further and further left. But then, the counterbalance was neoliberalism, which comes from the Moos, because what did that do? Globalize the economy. So now we have no focus on nationalism and just to focus on money. Who the fuck does that sound like? And then you have the conservatives in like the 60s, 70s, where then we have neocons, which is still Moo. Like, it really is. They are holding the scissors, James. Snip, snip, snip. They are the ones holding the fucking scissors, okay?
Free public higher education and higher taxes on the super wealthy to pay for these.
I just wanted to share that.
Don't vilify success.
It's kind of funny, especially in this moment, that the Trump administration is fear mongering and creating this boogeyman of the of communism or the threat of communism, right?
Don't let them scare you with words like socialism.
Socialism, much less democratic socialism, is not communism.
And this has been going on, by the way, for a very, very long time. Just remember this, because Chris Cuomo just came out and said, Anthony Fauci, something to the effect of he's a hero. Remember this when the lifelong liberals try to grift their way onto the right.
There it is.
Not when it applies to me. Right? They silence speech. They silenced dissent. They labeled any critics as racist, as homophobic, as sexist, as...
Do you remember the YouTube adpocalypse from 2015? When he made fun of Carlos Maza. So, like, he's taking some hits, and people will give him shit and be like, oh, well, you work with Ben Shapiro. He cut the bridge with the Daily Wire in the most abusive way possible. Okay?
Yeah, that wasn't 2015. It was
it?
later than that.
Was it?
No, I'm sure it was later than that. Because I remember that.
We're old men now. I don't know. Look,
Jack,
as this is playing,
when was
look
the
it up.
apocalypse?
Misogynistic. And then when it came from, but not for me. How could you say that for me, other Democrats? I supported gay marriage. I said the wealthy need to pay their fair share. I said that anyone who criticized Barack Obama and wanting to take over more than a fifth of the nation's economy, anyone who criticized him as socialist, I said it was like a coded language. I said it was a dog whistle for the N-word. Now you guys are coming after me. Show me any time in history that communism, Marxism, socialism, all one and the same. Very friendly bedfellows. Show me any time in history that it's gone any differently. Right, Bill Maher? Here you go.
They sit across the aisle from a small group of religious...
And so this is great. This is Bill Maher from 2009.
...lunatics, flat earthers, and Civil War reenactors who mostly communicate by AM radio and call themselves the Republicans, and who actually worry that Obama is a socialist. Socialist? He's not even a liberal.
He's not even a liberal, so always making them seem, he's almost a right-winger. That's how not left he is. They love doing that for so long now. Now this is 2012.
Now, it somehow became an article of faith on the right that Obama is the most extreme president in American history. Although when they say that, I think what they really mean is he's black. So just admit it. This isn't about what Obama is. It's about what you need him to be.
And then so from 2008 to 2016, the right starts to realize, oh, the only reason why they wanted to be black was just to hand wave away any accusations, and then they just call you a racist, and then they realize that with anyone that's gay, with anyone, and then the right even capitulated and then was pushing in 2016, like gay black Republicans or fucking and shit like that.
Yeah.
You couldn't be a white guy and really have a voice in 2017, 2018. Like, it happened on the right as well. I'm learning as the neocons.
Yeah, it's so, oh my God. And again, it's, you know, it's because of liberalism and universal suffrage. Oh, everyone has to have a voice. Oh, you don't want to be like racist. Just the implication that nothing will change if you just start putting these people in power, right? Like, oh, it's just the color of their skin, as though, you know, again, as I was like saying, right? Like the only difference between like the ninjas from Compton and the guys from Massachusetts, or like, you know, like Vermont or like somewhere, right, is that they just have different colored skin. It's not that. Like, oh, for fuck's sake, please, can we just move on from this? Like,
sure, let's move on right now.
Because hating him is what gets you up in the morning. I think this is a test to see if the Republicans will come out.
2013. You notice James Lindsay can never do this. Steven Crowder is showing 17 years of advocacy right now from Bill Maher.
Water.
I got my
That's not water, that's socialism juice.
That's right.
What if
Tea
we...
Party. What happened? What was the origin of the Tea Party 5 years ago? It wasn't about bailouts.
Sure it was.
It was not. It was about a mortgage bill, and then it was about Obamacare,
Well,
and then it was about the stimulus.
It was about a black president. First of all, he's had to deal with things that no other president's ever had to deal with.
It is nice that it's cool to be white again. Did you notice for a while that like it wasn't cool to be white and on the right and make content? Because like fellas, if you weren't there, it was unbelievably racialized. You could not call yourself a Christian nationalist. Fuck a white nationalist. You couldn't call yourself a Christian nationalist, I think, in 2017. That was and that was in the United States. I don't know what it was like in across the pond or in Canada. If you
exactly the same. Like
Okay.
it was just it's exactly the same. The last sort of bastion of that was the BNP, the British National Party, and they just took that down relentlessly. But now White Boy Summer is undefeated, bro. It's like,
now it's an actual advantage to be white.
I think as well, right? Like back then, it's always hard to make a counterfactual argument. So the stuff that they were doing, they were saying like, oh, you know, everything would be better if we just had more blacks in charge, and everything would be better if we had more women in charge. And they did do that, and everything got insanely worse.
I was making these arguments in like 2018 where it's like, okay, there you go. Since like, because the first attempted wave of BLM was 2014, 2015. And then in 2018, I'm like, okay, here's the 60% of the police force is black and nothing's improving. But this is the point. And then so same thing with this controlled opposition, useful idiot. Bill Maher, you're like 70 or however old you are. I don't give a fuck. You served your purpose. You had 17 years of pro-socialist rhetoric. Who gives a fuck? Now they can take the mask off, you moron. And so that's why I try and look through the fog of war now. I don't want to regret in 10 or 15 years the positions that I have, right? I'm trying to like dig my heels in politically. Because I know what it's like to be fooled for a long time.
It's true. Yeah. I know the Tea Party hates hearing that, you know, they're racist because 99.999% of them are white and the president who drives them insane is black. It's just a coincidence. And we know what the Republicans are going to be running on. Socialism. You can't vote for Democrats because they're socialists, and socialism is a work camp in Siberia. And one thing Republicans are really good at is they get in a room together, they come up with a line of bullshit, and they all repeat it over and over and over.
Fucking death by lethal projection with that one, right?
Yeah.
Until even Tommy Lahren can do it.
So let me ask you, Bill, was it all bullshit? I remember Bill Maher having Ben Shapiro on his show saying, now tell people about critical race theory, Derek Bell, because you and like only 12 people know about it. Well, the man who you said was moderate, Barack Obama, listed Derek Bell in critical race theory as one of his primary influences and social justice.
Not only did Obama do that, I got one more for you. We're doing Young Glung. This is 19 subscribers from 16 years ago. Okay?
Quote, build on the movement that elected President Obama by empowering students across the country to help us bring about our agenda, end quote. Well, I want to make this very clear. You can intern for anybody you want. I don't care. You can be a Fox News intern for me all summer long. Some may call that indoctrination. Some may call that cruel and unusual punishment. That's fine. You want to intern or have your kids intern for the RNC, DNC? I don't care. Here's the problem with this. During the first, this is the actual form that your kids are handed at school, and they can fill out. During the first week in the curriculum, National Intern Organizer curriculum, suggested readings. Saul Alinsky's Rules for Radicals. That's on the reading list in the first week. Now, if you want your kid reading this book, you're either a progressive a Marxist, or you don't know what's in it.
So, younger fellows, people that are late to the game, such as myself, this has been going, the right's been trying for 20 years to ring this alarm bell. If you want to know more about Saul Alinsky, you're going to want to watch the second stream that we did. So you would look through the stream playlist and then go by oldest, and the second one we did was on Saul Alinsky. Continuing forward.
That was a good stream, man. Like that
we were still figuring each other out. I don't even know how it would sound nowadays.
Oh, well, I don't know. I thought that was when we started to, like, groove, and then by, like, I don't know, fourth or fifth stream, we'd gotten comfortable, and it started to, like, really flow.
Well, I was still very much anti-communist, so I'm like, dude, you got to watch the Saul Alinsky thing. It's so embarrassing. And they call him a white moo. And they asked, they're like, he says, you might be thinking to yourself, why would a white moo be the leader of the black revolution in the city? It's just like beating you over the head with it from the 66 documentary.
We know that. Could you be bothered to read Barack Obama's book? He labeled anyone who criticized Barack Obama's unprecedented in modern American history socialist policies, anyone who dared to label them as veering towards socialism, racist. Every single time. Every single time. Well, I'd like to hear from Bill Maher.
Wait. Pause
yeah.
it. There's no way when he said every single time twice, he was not making a certain point.
Wait a minute.
Oh, Steven.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
See?
Steven.
I did not catch that. Let me try and catch it.
Labeled them as veering towards socialism, racist. Every single time. Every single time. I'd like to hear from Bill Maher now.
You really have to say every single time once. You really only need to say it one time. It's every single time. The second one is only implicative. See, that's Fist. That was high level. You've been at this a lot longer than I have. I didn't even catch that.
Where's the accountability? Were all of us right saying this is the march, right? The march toward socialism? Or did it just spring out of nowhere and you're so dumb and lack self-awareness that you didn't see it happening? Were you partisan then? And the veil's been lifted? But you do have to pick. Just saying, oh, my audience is dwindling and I want to get into the podcast space, so I need to appeal to a wider base. That's not enough. You were the one. You were the guy, I was there, who mocked any critic of Barack Obama or the Democrat Party. You mocked all of them as racist. That's all you did.
And so you're a big history guy, but you're also a big history guy for what you lived through in your life that you saw with your own fucking eyes, right?
Yep.
That always stings a little bit more. And for as long as we're streaming, there's always going to be the same aged group people always coming in at some point, right? There's always going to be you get older, they stay the same age. What is that for Dave the Confused? But there's always going to be like a certain range demographic of people watching it, so I always want to keep them included.
That's what I love about being a streamer. I get older, and they stay the same age.
It's demographically true. I had to do that to myself, didn't I?
It was so one note that you became a punchline where people would say, and of course, Bill Maher is going to call me racist. It was shorthand in an interview for leftist hack is going to accuse me of racism anytime I have a legitimate grievance or criticism. And by the way, I guess, hey, maybe this kid with a podcast, a space you want to get into now, and everyone else who was doing it, I guess we saw something that you didn't, because we have been sounding this alarm, I certainly have, for well over a decade. You missed it. Socialism.
So you know how James Lindsay likes to toot his own horn and go, I was saying these things in 2018. This is 2009. Look at how young he is.
Oh my God.
He had the balls to be calling this shit out, dude, when he was like in his teens.
It's the Crowder fetus.
Right? He's not even a person yet, right?
Socialist ideology. Socialism is socialism. Democratic socialism. Enough socialism. That leftist view is very selfish. Socialism. The likely.
Isn't it incredible how James Lindsay has allegedly a team of people and there's never any editing for anything he ever makes ever? There's nothing. There's no show of a production.
Socialism. There's a socialism. Big government socialism. The only way to make that work, when you boil it down, is through violent force. Coercion. That's the only way. Yeah, I don't know. I was talking.
And then one day for Fist, it's going to be over the 15 years. Moose, these moose, Khazarian milkers, these moose. I'll be able to do that for Fist one day. All right, Fist, we're going to send it. We're going to do Subies and send it to you, buddy.
Okie dokie. So let me see where we go.
Yes, sir.
Todd Sullivan gifted membership. Thank you very much.
Oh, just proven that it works. I'll have you guys know that stream is not live yet. I'll let you know when, maybe one day when it does. It's really painful to go through for an hour.
Sunday Math for $5. Thank you, mate. Remnant has been buying all the commentators with venture capital money and forming a conglomerate. They are just taking turns giving each other ads.
He's creating a syndicate.
Deep Calm for $10.
Oh, yeah, brav.
You can do free teledoc visits through Amazon Prime now, and they will ship antibiotics to you same day. Well, that's good to know. The Chad Bezos Mogs, the Soy Moo Doctors. Happy anniversary to my favorite couple. Oh, thank you very much, mate.
Oh, no. Oh, boy. We did it again. How do we do this to ourselves every time?
Sunday Math again for $5.
Morning, Bill.
Then you came to Jesus and quit getting online putsy.
That didn't. No. Jesus, no. That had nothing to do with Jesus. That had to do with my own sanity. Okay, I chose peace. It's like, what kind of woman do you think I'm meeting when I don't believe in God? She doesn't believe in God, and we just have secular humanism without even knowing what secular humanism is to appeal to. I remember saying to girlfriends, honestly, I would have been married and had kids if I was brought up conservative Christian, easily. I used to say, in my polyamorous relationship in 2015 with a Dominican socialist woman, let me drive like 80% of the time and you can drive like 20% of the time. How the fuck do you think that went? It was always 50-50. And I'm like, I swear if I was in charge most of the time, this would go a lot better.
Deadpool Kid for $5. Thank you, mate. Mooish Democrats, healthcare for all. Also Mooish Democrats. Oh no, how could this have happened when Muslims and commies joined forces? Yeah, well, precisely. Right?
Yeah.
Deadpool Kid again for $5. Thank you, mate. Boomer commies, no, don't take my stuff. Gen Z commies, give me your shit. Yeah, basically. Nate Higgers, member for 11 months. Hello, how's it going, man? I took my daughter to see Toy Story 5 this afternoon. Not a single human character in the movie is white. Not one. Well, you know.
Not a one.
Diversity, it's our greatest strength, even in toys. Double Mumble, member for 9 months. Thank you, mate. Hey, I've been MIA for the last couple of months. Are we out of Mooish conference season? It does seem so. There haven't been any like conferences unless they started doing them in secret because they're tired of being relentlessly mocked.
That was a good year-long run.
Oh my god, it really was. Oh my man, maybe that means they've done all the conferences and they've decided what they're going to do.
They're burning through resources. How expensive is it to fucking do these conferences and get everybody there, dude?
Now we just have to wait for their decision to fall upon our heads, I guess. Andrew Corrigan for $5. Thank you, mate. Hey fellas, like stream. No jokes this time. Actually do it, or Ardy will be late next stream. Same as always.
Each fella is really like a snowflake. They have their own each individual ways of making fun of me that I've never heard before in my entire life.
FB for $20. Thank you very much, mate.
Are you there?
He is gross. Just because he happens to be white and grew up with a silver spoon doesn't mean that's what life is like for everyone else who is white. It's selfish to project your own privilege experience onto an entire race. Is he talking about Maher?
I swear he's talking about Noel Ignatieff.
Yeah, he's not white, bro. Sorry.
No, he wasn't actually from Ukraine. He wasn't actually from... That's why I wanted to make sure we read that he was Mooish on screen, but thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Mike, second name for £5 English pounds. Brilliant is live. Quick restart the stream so we can watch him squirm.
I love it.
Basic Logic stream was good. 10 points, Miscegenator in Chief.
I had to explain the I was going to do a compilation of people calling me the Miscegenator, and I go, yeah, they call me the Miscegenator, and I just let it sit there, and I go, what do you think about that? And he felt so uncomfortable. He's just like, I don't know what the fuck. I'm like, I don't know either. I don't know. I just want to know how you feel about that.
Gungan supremacist for 7 Canadian loonies. Tony Soprano voice. In this house, McCarthy is a hero. End of discussion.
Oh, yeah.
Sunday Math, $5. Thank you, mate. Muslims, nowadays are basically Christians. Like Muslims, right? Nowadays are basically Christians. Christians, Sebastian, fetch my chainmail and a 50 cal. We're going on a pilgrimage. And I don't know why this one is
I added it.
Right. Dude, just be gay.
From the miscegenator. So I get to keep my miscegenation card, but I lost my straight card is what it looks like.
Okay, so.
Oh, Lord.
We have...
Tucky baby.
Tucker had noted racist historian Daryl Cooper on...
Oh, actually, don't you have some clips to set this up?
I do.
Okay.
Again, I'm just setting the scene.
Sure.
The worst thing that could ever happen. I mean, they're like losing their mind again. But how can they like lose their mind again? This is like Laura Loomer. So as if it wasn't bad enough that Tucker had Daryl Cooper on his podcast, Daryl talked about the book from Thomas 777. Good dude, by the way.
You know the man.
Yeah. I've been drinking with him a couple of times.
Very
he's
cool.
a good dude. I mean, if you've got any questions about the mustache period of history, mate, he can answer them, man. Like he's
prolific
very,
in this
very
regard.
well-informed. Prolific in this regard, right? Laura Loomer, the next Lindsey Graham, I have it on good authority. That is the rumor. She is going to be elevated into the gaping chasm or void left by his departure. Apparently, under Republican Zionist tradition, whoever succeeds Lindsey Graham also inherits all of his child slaves. Allegedly, right? So Thomas is writing a book on what he calls the Nuremberg system, which is sort of like his take on the post-war consensus. As you can see below, Daryl Cooper promotes Thomas's snazzy merch on X. Thomas himself says he is openly snazzy and that he observes Mustache Man's birthday. There is no denying that Tucker Carlson. They're still going with that?
Dude, they need... See, now, at least the left is more creative, right? On the right, when they try and do the moo stuff, I mean, they're way more. The left is way more creative. I know that because I used to engage in a lot of the absurdity, and that's why I like Jim Bob so much and Hello Listener, because like they do absurdist comedy on the right. That's why I enjoy seeing that. A lot of that came a lot from the left, or at least was usurped by it. But they don't have the creativity. Their messaging, they can't make names stick. They ain't got the minerals, mate.
So Vorpal Anvil is looking for T77's merch. It is now being run by Kunstler Kenneth Krieg. Yeah. So you can still get his merch. Now, of course, these screenshots are undeniable evidence. It's time for J.D. Vance and every single member of the GOP leadership to formally disavow Tucker Carlson once and for all, so that the whole base is told going into 2028 that this type of snazzy glorification has no place in the GOP. Every single elected Republican should disavow Tucker the way President Trump has. Is anyone really going to defend this? Does anyone really want to be associated with this? Does anyone fucking care anymore?
Oh my God! But this is the guilt by association. This is your freedom of speech. This is your liberalism. This is what it leads to. Of like, well, it's technically freedom of speech, right? And it's technically not quite a struggle session. They're just going to shame you, and they're in positions of power. I'm sorry. Was that one in the top right? Say that picture.
Yeah. Hang on. Arden, if you're listening, can you post the link to Blitz Inc.? I think it's called. That's Kenneth's merch shop. Yes. So, Tucker must be condemned. By every single GOP candidate, we need to have standards in the GOP.
Yeah. Cute.
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna cough up a lot. to have standards in the GOP.
If you can believe it.
They only have one standard, right? Which is how much do you love Israel? That's it. That's the only standard that they have, right? Like you can literally be Laura Loomer, and as long as you love Israel enough, they'll fucking take you.
Or
in.
you could be Nick Fuentes and excommunicated since you were 17.
Oh God. So I mean, this is the funny thing, right? Like Laura Loom is probably just publicizing like Thomas's like merch. Arden's posted the link, Blitzing Studio. You can check out his merch. I think there's a shirt of mine on there as well, actually.
Oh.
So he's like, I'm an outlaw, openly snazzy and an anthropomorphic cat.
I'm unemployable.
Mate, I can't believe he said he's an anthropomorphic cat. Dude, that kind of stuff will not fly. That's very extreme, right?
All they see is the word nudesy, and they don't see any of the other words. It's like, good job making them fucking funny. What am I supposed to take away from this?
I unironically wear leather pants. Oh my God, he wears leather pants. Oh my God. Yeah, and he observes Mustache Man's birthday. I mean, oh my God. Oh, dude, leather pants. Fuck me. Oh, that's horrible. So
they're so desperate to go, look, see, do you see?
So I'll play this. So this is basically what the kosher centrists are like banging on about at the moment.
I'm writing a foreword for a book on the Nuremberg system right now by an author, Thomas Sear, and it's he rocks his leather jacket with Iron Cross patches on it, walking around the streets of Chicago, right? So like most people would think, wow, that's an extreme dude, and he kind of is in certain ways.
A lot of Jewish power in terms of praxis is like an opportunity infection. It's like a bacillus like attacking like a very sick person. With compromised immunity, metaphorically speaking.
There needs to be not just a criticism of Jews, but there needs to be a criticism of Jewishness.
Wait a minute.
Oh, that sounds very much like Noel Ignatieff.
Yes! Wow. We didn't even try and plan that. That's a good one.
Good. Wait, is not sauce for the goose also sauce for the gander?
Can't these guys go to Harvard with that kind of fucking thinking?
Oh, no. Only sauce for the goose. How about some sauce for you? Oh, no, thank you. We don't take criticism.
We don't take criticism very kindly around here.
Yeah, that's right. We don't take criticism very kindly around here.
You have to kind of the Jew within. You have to kind of overcome before you can overcome the Jew without.
Wow, it's incredible how across the West, how whites and moos are allowed to be discussed. It is just, how do you explain that from a liberal perspective?
But isn't that exactly what critical race theory says?
Perfectly parallel.
Right? That you must overcome the whiteness within yourself in order to deconstruct whiteness in society. So I don't understand. This seems like perfectly reasonable commentary judged by the standards of Noel Ignatieff. I don't see why they have anything to complain about.
But you got to develop some sort of spiritual understanding of yourself as a white man and of white people and the situatedness of races generally in the historical in a historical environment. I mean, anyone who spent time around Jewish people, and I live around a lot of them because of where I'm at. These are not happy people. Hitler will be remembered in 1,000 years essentially as the warlord who prevented Soviet world domination.
Just a very smart guy. He's worth reading.
That is an amazing edit.
Oh my God, that is such an amazing edit. Yeah, that's from this guy.
I could have opened the stream with that, and everybody would have thought it would have been positive. They don't understand what they're doing. James Lindsay does this all the fucking time too.
Oh my God. I mean, it's just weird. Like, are they? I mean,
because they use their tone. I said this to Base Logic. They just use their tone. It's like you're a dog. They don't explain anything. They just show you the information, and you've been primed, so you know you're supposed to disagree with it. This is what gives them plausible deniability. They never have an actual argument. They just make accusations. That's all they have, and a lot of the sting has been taken out of it.
Do you remember when Lindsay was continually posting like clips from Oren McIntyre, and all it did was just it just gave Oren like extra reach, because like Lindsay was trying to do exactly that same thing of like, oh my god, guys, like look at this, like oh my god.
And we were right there. You know, it's a 1-year anniversary on the ground covering that as much as we could. We could have an entire compilation about that.
It was glorious. Okay, so hang on, what else have we got? I've just got like more clips from this.
Setting her up.
Okay. Actually, I'll just so this guy is I mean, I presume he's like
he's a Lindsayite. He's been on the Jeremy Boring show. We actually covered it. He was on there.
All he does is coal post. And so I guess I'll play his clips then, you know.
One of the saddest things and grossest things that it really has come out of just the last couple of years of the recent things going on since Gaza. I mean, it's when you look back on it, it's been going back. It's gone back further than that, but it's really intensified. Where as Israel has lost support, they have really they've lessened the propaganda that comes from the direction of sort of justifying and explaining and building up support for what they're doing, and directed it instead toward just building up more and more hatred of Muslims and Islam in general. I mean, you see this from people like Laura Loomer.
So this is not a recent phenomenon, by the way. Okay, this is known as as counter jihad. So they've been doing this for ages and being like, oh, you know, anytime you like try and criticize the moves, you're like, but look at the Muslims, you know, right? Like, oh, you know, immigration, the Muslims. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not a huge fan of Islam, particularly the sort of strain that's taken off in the UK.
The progressive Islam.
No, it's called the Abandi.
Okay.
It's like literally such an extreme version of Islam that they all got kicked out of like Saudi Arabia and Qatar and places like that, because the Muslim governments there, who are much more secular, to be fair, right?
Yeah.
They know these people are trouble and they lock them up and they shoot them in the face. So they come over to England and instead live their best lives here, you know, for no reason whatsoever, and no one ever facilitates this happening or anything. Fucking hell.
And other types of their whole thing is just, we need to get Christians to hate Muslims, because if they do that, then their enemies are our enemies, and we don't have to think past that. And that's very unfortunate.
Yeah, I never thought I would be the defender of Muslims. It never occurred to me. Since I'm not a Muslim and I'm not going to become a Muslim.
The idea that Christians and Jews have gotten along this whole time and that we have to band together to protect ourselves against the Muslims is a very recent notion. This wasn't something that was ever posited like before the 20th century. That part is brand new. And it comes from, you know, the Jewish talking points that you see on the television and the news constantly.
TPUSA did a poll and they asked the audience, what they considered to be the greatest threat to America. And they did put radical Islam at number one. I'm wondering where you think those sentiments are coming from. You say before that this is an op and that we all know which foreign government it's actually coming from. Which government is it? It kind of lured into those.
From the Israeli government. Islamic Jihad. Whatever that is.
So we've got another one from Luma. Now this is just highly disingenuous, okay? I see these posts a lot, and I presume the idea is that no one actually watches the clip, because that, right? On his podcast yesterday, Tucker Carlson and his pro-mustache guest, Daryl Cooper, made the case for why teaching about the holy is bad and should no longer be taught to children in schools. That's not what he fucking says.
At all, not even close.
What he says is that he knows Jewish people who were basically insanely traumatized as children by this. And I think he makes a good point. Like, imagine you're like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years old, and your parents sit you down to have a talk, and they show you like all the footage from the camp liberations and stuff, and they give you the talk about how, you know, all the whites are going to like someday come and like kill you all.
They give an anecdote of Winona Ryder, and it's literally what she said, that how terrified she was because of what her parents told her about the holly.
I was talking to a common friend of ours. I won't say who, but a common friend, and he's Jewish, and but not Zionist and not religiously Jewish. He grew up Jewish. And he mentioned that when he was a kid, there was a period of time where he was afraid to take showers. He wouldn't take showers because his parents had drilled into him the story of the showers at Auschwitz and stuff. There was an interview a few years back with Winona Ryder when she made the TV series of that Philip Roth book, Plot Against America or Plot Against the United States, where she said that when she was a little girl, she's a privileged American actress, you know, that when she was a little girl, there was a period of years where she wouldn't sleep in her bedroom. She would sleep with the lights on in the hallway right outside her parents' door, because she knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that one day her neighbors, the parents of her friends, were going to break down their door and drag their family off to be murdered. This is a little girl.
Pause this.
And
just quickly supplemental, mirror.uk, why Winona Ryder has been haunted by the horrors of the Holly since her childhood. It's even more graphic than what he just said. Okay? That is 100% correct, what he just said.
Dude. You know, when I was listening to this, it made me think of trauma-based mind control.
Yes.
Actually. Like, very, very much.
Oh, is that where the blacks learn generational trauma from?
I don't know, but, you know, all that stuff about critical pedagogy. Lindsay did a bunch of stuff on it, actually, about Paulo Freire and all that kind of, like, other stuff. This idea that that's how you get all the anti-white stuff in, is you take all these kids and you show them all, like, horrible stuff. And while they're, like, squishy little brains are recoiling from the horrors that you've just shown them, you, like, you know, implant all of this stuff in their brain.
And, you know, I remember actually when I was at your show in Fort Worth, you were with Roseanne Barr. And I remember she told you a story about how she was a little girl and her parents sat her down and were having her watch all this footage of people being bulldozed into pits and, you know, all of these emaciated, naked people, you know, being liberated from the camp, all these horrible things. It's a little tiny girl. She said it gave her like weird twitches and nightmares for years and years afterwards. And it's like, I get it on one level, right?
I get it too.
Like those parents, all they think they're doing is preparing their kids to live in a dangerous world. But when you look at it from the outside, you realize like that's a form of pretty extreme child abuse.
They're also teaching their kids to hate. Because I'll just speak for myself. If I felt that, and by the way, and I agree with you, I get why trauma persists through generations. I do. Sorry to sound like a liberal. I really do understand that. And I think it's real. And I think the trauma is real. Like awful things were done to the Jews in Europe. There's no doubt. But if somebody told me that my neighbors could rise up at any minute and kill me, I would hate my neighbors. I would hate any nation where that was true. Why wouldn't I?
I mean, really the only answer to why wouldn't I is Christianity.
Well, right.
Yeah. I mean Daryl leans into the Christian thing a lot.
That is at the end of the timestamp of how Zionism swallowed Moodyism. So you could actually, if you wanted to play that timestamp first, it would go together very well.
I can play that timestamp.
And then you'll know when it starts to repeat like 5 minutes in.
Okay.
It's at 52:17.
Hopefully YouTube don't strike us. This is
no, this is fine. This is very broken up and it's not continuous.
This is for the purpose of commentary and review. Also, chat, go watch this. This is a genuinely good interview. I like Daryl Cooper. I like the way you talk.
Time flies by when it's on.
Yeah. And it's a good interview.
Saddest things about the whole project, and there were really prominent religious Jews back in the early days of Zionism who feared exactly this: that Zionism was just going to swallow Judaism whole, and it really has done that. And what that means in practice is that for so many Jews, not just in Israel, but in the diaspora.
Full screen?
The definition. Here's a perfect example of it, actually. There was a Gallup poll or a Pew poll a few years back where they polled American Jews and asked them, what is the most important aspect of Jewish identity? And it was, belief in the Torah, affinity for the state of Israel, various moral values and things. Far and away, the number one answer, like 70%, was remembering the Holocaust.
Pause it.
Which is another way of saying.
And if you did a survey with Black Americans, what do you think they would say? They would say slavery. They would say
slavery.
Something that's oppression based. This is something that's taught. I love how I really love the. It really is a year in review. I love the James Lindsay AI videos where he would be like searching for what it is, and it would be obviously like there's a rabbi next to him, and he goes Gnosticism. That's what it is.
Mate, when we get to the end of the year, we have to do like a review episode and like do like all of that like stuff. That would be
the
like
classics.
Great. The classics. So this is quite interesting. Okay, so this suggests that a ethnic identity, because we've been arguing, sort of discussing the whole race first, religion first thing, right?
Yes, sir.
That an ethnic identity is at least partially socially constructed, right? The critical race people have a weak ass point.
Sure.
But that one of the big ways of bonding to people together in an ethnogenesis is some kind of traumatic opposition. I actually just did an interview with Conscious Caracal, who's the PR guy from AfriForum, and he was sort of making this point. He was saying that the Afrikaans are like, a sort of an ethnic minority in total because of the formation of their ethnic identity, and plus they've got a common language and all this kind of other stuff. I think actually like the language thing is quite important. Maybe at some point when the blacks split off fully into Ebonics or whatever, and it just becomes impossible to understand them, right? You'll have like the whites be like, oh yes, we speak English around here. Have you heard of it? And they'll be like, she white boy, like, I don't know.
Yeah, we're going to have to read BBC Pidgin English section to communicate with them.
Why did chicken the road across the day?
Okay, so Fist, try and do an example of BBC Pidgin English, but don't sound racist. Just try to do an accurate example of it, and just don't sound racist.
I'd have to look it up.
People need to know this. People need to know.
I literally cannot. Okay, so look. This is the BBC's Pidgin English service. This is a real thing, right? World orders president reshuffle Cameroon military as in long absence abroad they cause concern. Waiting day inside Tinubu new salary package for Nigerian military. Right?
D Nigerian leader announced. It's D. Like, why can't you say V? Why?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's weird.
That a lady with a beard? I'm getting too interested in this. Okay, let's go. Let's leave. There's a lady with a beard. We're gonna run.
Wait. Hang on. I want to play this. What is this?
I can't resist it.
Meet me, they will say, "Hey, is she a man or a woman?" And you will see that I have a big breast. Even with all this beard, I don't resemble man.
This is for us. This isn't for black people. This is for me and you. It's for us. This is for white people to make fun of them.
About me anyhow they like. They look down on me like I'm nothing. But me, I don't care. I am me.
Pissed. All right, please. I know. I want to watch it too.
All.
I know.
This is 2 minutes. Oh my god! Right.
That's just to let people know that you weren't making fun of them. Okay.
I'm gonna put this on cloud-based life forms and place.
I mean, this is research for your other show as well.
Yes, it is. Yeah, we're never always researching, mate.
And when you consider like the Jewish understanding of the Holocaust, it's not the way the Armenians understand the Armenian genocide, where this is something that the Ottoman Empire or the Turks did to us. This is the culmination of what mankind has been doing to us for thousands of years, since the Pharaoh and all the way on up through, and then it culminated in this thing. So when you say remembering the Holocaust, what it really means is remembering what they have done to us. And when that becomes when
I mean, that sounds like grievance culture to me, right? Like that sounds very woke. Is all I'm saying. Okay, right? Like this idea that like we are defined by oppression. That's very woke. I am sure I've heard James Lindsay talk about this.
It's very important for it to be everyone against us, right? And so that's why they came up with people of color, because it just means not white. That was a way for somehow a Samoan, a Nigerian, a Mexican to all act like they're on the same team. Like, you guys made that up to act like we're all against them and then turn them against us. And then they can get out in front of it and go, you're just saying that we're out to get you because we said you're out to get us. It's like, okay, I'm sure.
Wait,
but
are you saying that blackness is a synthetic identity based on the idea of collective oppression? Gee, that also sounds sounds pretty woke, man. I don't know, man.
They're not
Like,
much for having ideas. I wonder where they got that idea from.
Yeah, I wonder where they did get that idea from. I mean, couldn't have been from the Moos, because everyone knows that they're a highly cohesive ethnic group. It's
Right.
not like there's like a bunch of different kind of Moos, like the Ashkenazi and the Sephardi, and
Well,
right,
it-
they're like bonded together artificially into this one identity or anything. I mean, that would be ridiculous.
It also couldn't be the Moos, because by the Moos' own words, they were only 70% of the civil rights lawyers during the civil rights era. So it couldn't have been them, because it wasn't all of them, Fist, okay?
Right. Look, of course, right? Just because they formed like 70% of the lawyers in the civil rights movement, it would be absolutely outrageous to, like, you know, give them some kind of responsibility. For
Yeah, and the other 30% were just harmless communists that were learning from the Moos.
Right. I mean, like, can you imagine the other 30%? I bet they were probably like just legal aids and stuff, and like, you know, soy whites and stuff.
Oh, you mean Gentiles that are working in service of the Moos, like they talk about all the time, like we cover every fucking time?
Yeah.
Wow.
70-something% of, you know, your entire population are answering that as the primary, the primary fact that is constitutive of their identity. There are going to be consequences to that, and how that identity develops, and how you relate to the rest of the world. And you know, it's something.
How do you feel about people who hate and persecute you?
Well, I mean, I know how I'm supposed to feel, and how I do
but how do
feel.
human beings,
right?
Right. No, Christianity offers us a way out of this, which is a true blessing. But
And I just want to like point this out, right? I know a lot of people like, oh my god, like Christianity, oh, it's so pussy. It does offer a way out of continual, eternal war. Okay, there is a lot of code baked into Christianity that only becomes really useful in times of very severe crisis. And then when everything's going well, people are like, oh, that sounds really, really stupid. It's like, yeah, you're not going to be saying that, right? When you've got like two armies that have been at war for like 50 years and both sides want some kind of peace. And because they're both pagans, they've got no way out of it because they've all been like sacrificing each other's children.
So
You know what I'm saying?
even to expound upon that, not even just in times of crisis, but you, Christians, will often be able to pick up on very subtle things in society, like during Colin Kaepernick, which is 2017, when they wanted people to kneel, and Christians were like, I'm not kneeling. I don't kneel for another man. I remember like Stephen Crowder talking about that. Very small things that that people don't realize. It's like, oh no, I'm not kneeling. Oh, because you're racist? I believe in God, motherfucker. Call me whatever you want. I'm not fucking kneeling. That's Christians they're a lot better at no than liberals, let's say. Actual Christians, true Christians.
Yeah.
But human instinct, all human, not just Jews or Israelis or Ottoman Turks or Armenians, like everybody feels, I think, instinctively, if someone hates me and threatens me, I hate them back. Hurt them.
Hatred and anger, I
want to shoot the home invader.
They make you strong when you feel weak.
Hey, Tucker wants to shoot a home invader. Oh, woke right confirmed.
I mean, what would they call you in your country if you did that, if you shot a home invader? They would go, where'd you get the gun? Right?
Yeah, and then they drag you off to jail, right? And they'd be like, you know, you'd go on trial for like needlessly injuring a home invader, and they'd say like, you had a perfectly good spoon right there. Why didn't you menace him with a spoon? Oh,
Get in trouble for not using the butter knife for butter. Hey, whoa,
Yeah, that's right. That's
you're
right.
supposed to have the invader knife, which is the spoon.
That's right.
Feel brave when you feel vulnerable. You know, they're useful emotions, but when they become, again, constitutive of your identity and the basic building block of your relationship with other peoples, then things become sort of self-reinforcing, you know, and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy over time. And when you have, like, look, I mean, when you look at what happened to the Jews in World War II, it's easy to understand why there's a lot of collective trauma that has been passed down. And you wouldn't expect people.
Yeah, but if you look at what happened to the Germans in World War II, it's also easy to understand why there's a lot of collective trauma,
See?
right? Like it
Yes,
fucking annoys
this is
me.
why
all the
I say
English, all the
understand.
Australians, it's only ever them. Nobody else gets the fucking generational trauma card. I mean, look, did you ever listen to Pink Floyd?
Yeah.
Right. Roger Waters spent, I don't know, like 5 albums, right? trying to cope with the fact that his dad got killed in World War II. Okay? No one gives him a special fucking trauma card. Okay? Because he's white. I mean,
right.
I just want a bit of consistency is all I'm saying.
To be just over it, right? Just because a couple generations.
I agree with that.
But that also doesn't mean that it's healthy for them or anybody else. You know, you can say like they say you're not paranoid if they're really out to get you, and it's like,
So
well,
pause it.
The thing is, like, no, you still can be pathological.
There's a limit for the moos, and for the blacks, there is no. Or for the left, there is no limit.
Yeah.
You do a little bit of like, oh yeah, that really sucks. They never stop. It keeps going.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, another horrible thing that was said on this podcast is the idea. I can't believe they're even saying this, bro. Is that the Moroccan invasion of Spain was orchestrated by the US and Israel. Oh, that's terrible. No evidence necessary because they just know. Well, if you'd watched literally the last stream, you'd know that there is actually substantial evidence, particularly Netanyahu's son, basically saying, oh yeah, we're responsible for it. And the US State Department coming out and saying, like, wouldn't it be awesome if Morocco took the Spanish possessions of Northern Africa?
Put another eye of Newt in the cauldron, and Fisk was right again.
I just read the fucking like stuff.
See? He's right about being right.
Slip another note in my coin purse. Fucking, you know.
Propagandists in this country have been telling for the last, 10 years at least, really since 9/11, that we have to support Israel because they are the bulwark against the defense against what we just saw happen in Spain. Like, we're going to get overtaken by the Muslims unless we support Israel. And here you have Israel supporting an invasion of a Western European country by Muslims.
Building up more and more hatred of Muslims and Islam in general. I mean, you see this from people like Laura Loomer and other types who their whole thing is just, we need to get Christians to hate Muslims because if they do that.
Wait, we already played that bit. What is this?
What's going on here? Well, this is why I said to just click on the timestamp after that. Is what you're going to want to do.
No, I have a clip.
Yeah.
Right? I just that's
how that is just
in Spain. So Spain just had part of a long-standing, like the biggest wave of a long-standing invasion of like 50,000 people over the course of just hours from Morocco, and this in the days following, it became really clear that this was not organic at all. That the Israeli government and the U.S. government obviously knew this was happening, and basically both governments were using mass migration as a weapon against a government that they don't like.
Mass migration can be a weapon? Oh my god!
That's over the line.
You racist! Oh my! I can't believe that Tucker would even be saying that, mate. I need to clutch my pearls. Oh god! Yes, mass migration is a weapon. Everybody fucking knows it
for various reasons, mostly because it's anti-Israel, and people were shocked to discover this. Were you shocked to discover that?
Again, kind of. I shouldn't be at this point, but yeah, kind of. I still am always shocked. I guess it's a good thing. I always look at it as a good thing. The fact that I'm still capable of being shocked.
It's just exactly the opposite of what we've been told. It's a pretty clear story that they've been telling. Propagandists in this country have been telling for the last, 10 years at least, really since 9/11, that we have to support Israel because they are the bulwark against the defense against what we just saw happen in Spain. Like, we're going to get overtaken by the Muslims unless we support Israel. And here you have Israel supporting an invasion of a Western European country by Muslims, which I think has been, sort of ongoing for generations now. Like, they've been doing this for a long time. But most Americans kind of think we're on the same side. Like, now we don't want to be invaded by the Muslims, and the Europeans don't, and the Israelis are our ally in that, but they're not. All of which.
Oh, Tucker. No.
Yes.
Now, Andrew's Animatics is actually quite
live on the ground.
I have heard that he is most definitely Spanish. He has tapas at the ready. Carries a holster full of like tapas. He's the fastest tapas drawer in the west of Spain. I asked him what's the general sort of reaction to Huerta in Spain. He says, well, in my area, most people don't care. They are demoralized or on vacation or just in denial. But there have been protests in the capital and elsewhere. I think people are becoming aware, but still, I don't know if there's like more to that. Right. So I have a little bit of footage of the aftermath.
Do you, Nay?
Yeah. So did you know it's all overblown, bros? Okay. Basically, most of them went back home to Morocco. Don't worry about it. Oh, that looks lovely. Do we? Oh, is that like a holiday spot? That looks like a lovely place to
That
vacation with kids.
just looks like areas of Canada, areas of the United States, areas of Europe at this point. This is what it looks like.
Oh yeah, looks
It's
a
almost
bit like London.
You know, it's almost like how no matter where you go, like a McDonald's is still a McDonald's. It's like that, but with the third world. No matter where you go, it looks the same.
Globo nono.
Oh boy, they be
delightful.
camping out. It's
Nice place
just
to take the
loitering.
kids. Milling is what they call it.
It's what we see with the black Americans, but this is worse because they're from, I mean, is that their Mexico? Is Morocco the Mexico of Spain, essentially?
Oh, look, it's taking a nice nap. Oh, so cozy.
Where do they get money from? How do they do anything? Like, how do you allow this to happen? God
worry.
forbid Asmongold say you had to mow them down. What are they doing
Don't worry,
here? What do we
Ardy.
do with them?
The Red Cross has come in to help them. Now, one of the things, of course, that you'll know about Morocco is that they're very, very eager to take their own citizens back. Here we can see.
Wait a minute. This
the
isn't
Moroccan.
What we see is a man climbing what looks to be a mountain, and a man standing at the top of the mountain. This can't end well.
Here we see the Moroccan security services graciously welcoming their fellow countrymen back into the bosom of their homeland. That seems very.
Is that in the manual? Is that how they train them?
Yeah. Fortunately, noted geopolitical analyst Yosef Mizrahi is here to give you the down low on what is really happening.
Don't even
right?
play it yet. Don't even play. Look at his fucking face, dude. He looks high on his own supply. This is going to be a gem.
I do like hearing his thoughts on geopolitical events.
The Spain won the soccer games now. They became world champion in soccer. They celebrated in Spain yesterday and today. How do they celebrate? By walking over the Israeli flag. That's how.
I mean, what, the whole of Spain walked over the Israeli flag? Andrew's Animatics, can you confirm that the entirety of the country of Spain celebrated the World Cup?
Yeah, but
by walking on the Israeli flag? I need confirmation.
Don't forget the international moves of the world's motto: an injury to one of us is an injury to all of us.
You know, I feel like maybe the whites should like start adopting that kind of like.
Well, we're just getting the power and political will to make it happen.
I'm just saying, right?
How anti-Semite they are. But I have news for all these anti-Semite Spanish Nazis. Very, very soon, the Arab will slaughter every one of you in Spain. Just a matter of time, 10 years, 20 years, 30 the most. Not one Spanish will be able to stay in Spain. As soon as they get the power, you're going to see Spain, what you see in Paris, stores are burning, riots on the street. That's what's going to happen to every European country. England, Greece, Ireland, France, Holland, Germany, Spain, every one of them. The Spain won the soccer games now. They became world champions.
Interesting. So
this is how like religious leaders talk. You hear like Orthodox Christian, positions of leadership talking like that all the time, right? Espousing these things.
Yeah. Wait. Okay, right. So this. I mean, the thing to think about, the point about that clip from Mizrahi, that's like from a few weeks ago. So, so these allegedly, this is the entire country of Spain simultaneously stepping on the Israeli flag.
And they're running it over. 10% of the
people.
10% of the world's moves that actually like gives them a panic attack. You know that, right? This is how neurotic these people are. They see that and they go, oh, "It's happening!" Yeah, they cover their ears, they rock back and forth, go in the corner and go, "It's happening again! It's happening again!"
For no reason at all. Okay, right. That's it. That's the end of my stack.
Oh, terrific, mate. Let me start this off with a Rumble ranty poo.
Okay.
All right. Grand Inquisitor, $10. Thank you so much. It pisses me off that what passes for the right in the U.S. is so welcoming to Maher because he's breaking ranks with Dems. He will drag the GOP further left from the 90s to the 2010 Dems. I don't think so. I mean, we got Steven Crowder calling for fascism. So, I mean, things are a little different. I think if the cycle isn't broken, it has been damaged significantly. Another $10. Thank you so much. One group calls me Goyim, the other calls me Kafir. They are both Antichrist.
Kefir is a yogurt drink. Kefir. Wait, am I got that right, chat? Sorry, keep going.
Yes, not a problem. They are both Antichrist. I have no desire to coexist with either of them. Well, you have to choose one of the demons that want to kill you. How dare you not want to side with either one? Always appreciate Grand Inquisitor. Thank you.
Okay, Mighty Meme King, member for 7 months. Thank you very much, mate.
Thank you, Rob.
Happy anniversary, guys. I remember listening to your very first streams when you came up with using Moo. It's been such a journey.
This is true because his icon is turning white. Okay?
That's right.
That is true. He's been around for a while. You can't lie to me about that. Keep going.
Oh, it's nice to have people who've been watching from the beginning. Oh, that's really sweet. Thank you, Mighty Meme King.
Right.
A rat named Mouse for $5. My mum has a video recording of me having a mental breakdown and crying about world hunger. I was 4. Fortunately, my uncle was a good male role model. Yeah, this actually happened to me as well, right? I remember when I think it was like World Vision or something. It was the Ethiopian plague when it like broke out, and they had tons and tons and tons of crap on the TV of like these little like black kids with like huge bellies and being stalked by vultures and stuff like that. And it really freaked me out. I was like, oh my God, like what the fuck is this, you know?
Would you believe it if I saw that when I was like 8 years old and I was like starving? Look how big their bellies are. Like, are you showing me this? You mean starving? Bellies are full.
Deep Calm for $5. That's so weird because as a white child, I had to learn about the Holy every year. I had dreams about capturing Winona Ryder.
She was a biscuit growing up. She was a biscuit. Very fair.
Leningrad for $20.
There he is, Rucker. My right-hand man in the chat.
Thank you very much, Lenny. Good to see you, mate. In honor of being late, here is an invasion of dollars at your stream borders. Be sure to let them in peacefully. I hate this.
We like to have fun here, okay?
Fortunately, Lenny, your dollars have been deemed white and Christian.
I was just going to say.
They are welcome in the stream ethno state. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's not an invasion. That's a rebuilding.
That's right. New GM for $10.
And you know that boy be rocking everywhere, baby. Come on.
Fun fact. In my family, we have a treasured family heirloom that is a sterling silver Moroccan opium pipe. It's a long story, but it is one of 3 small items that are all I've asked for my dad in the will.
Now, this is the problem with you fucking around so much, New GM, okay? Because you just said something that sounds absolutely ridiculous and crazy. And I don't know if I can trust it. Now, if he's not begging me to read, what is it called? What is that black
Quan
book?
Mills. Quan Mills, baby.
If he stopped telling me to read Quan Mills.
That hoe got roaches in her crib.
Then this has to be important. So that discernment, this has to be true.
Thank you, Nuge. CSI for $5. Happy felloversary. Oh, thank you. To celebrate this momentous occasion, I have been given the gift of overtime, a stream restart, and the promise of a fellow stream. Oh, mate, I hope your shift goes all right, mate. Mate, overtime, bro.
Thank you, mate.
And Lenny Grad again for $5. Thank you. Please restart the stream so I can have remembered to ask you to restart the stream in my last super chat.
I'm telling you, the fellas are going to create a time loop. It's in production in the background. Okay, we do some stuff in the background that we can't tell you quite yet. Is that it?
This is what's going to happen when they turn CERN back on, mate. Right? Well, the stream will be stuck in a forever restarting loop. Ooh, the loyalty badges.
Okay, so we have introductory fella. Okay, right? We got blue black right there. We got Nigerian, Ugandan. Okay, then you're kind of mixed with black, right? Then you're mixed with Hispanic. We see, right? 6 months, you're white, and what happens after, fellas? Where do you go from white? At 1 year, the coveted moo. The coveted moo. Okay, you go from black, okay, to white to moo. That's what you have to look forward to. It's literally a year in the making. I had this idea for a year now.
Amazing.
And that's work for me now. So,
hang on.
Excellent.
We got another massive super chat.
Oh, I bet we die. I bet we die. Where is
Why hasn't it come up in the thing?
Come on, out with it.
It hasn't.
I didn't see it.
It hasn't come up.
Where did you see that?
It's in the YouTube chat. But it hasn't come up in StreamYard.
I don't see it. I just see your site. Let me grab.
Yeah. No, I have the actual YouTube chat open in another window.
That's what I'm looking at. Does anyone else see what he's seeing in there?
Yeah. People are reacting to it.
Oh, but I don't actually see it. You're right.
That is very, very strange. But we better shout
kicking
it out, man.
No, I'm kicking it old school. That one, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
Radio Guy for $50.
Hello there. And just like that. Twinning. Chad.
And now the Chad does what the Chad wants. And no one is stopping him because Chad does what Chad wants.
Absolutely incredible, mate. Incredible.
Happy felloversary to another year. Oh, thank you very much, Radio Guy.
Very much appreciated. You'll know that as I'm growing and learning, all right? A lot of the fellows are too. You know, not all the fellows are the exact same since when they started listening. So
that is
it's quite
weird.
A ride. It is.
StreamYard didn't pick that up.
But now I see what you're saying. I understand.
Christos did, though. Christos member for 10 months. I'm so close to moo perfection. Of course you are, Christos. By listening to this stream, you are perfected. You know, it's like, well, I know you're not into Christianity, so I won't make a Christianity joke for you.
You can't. I mean,
no, he's always in the chat being like, Christianity is stupid, bro. Like,
yeah,
right. Oh wait, and we have Kill All Bunnies gifted 10 memberships. Holy crap! Look at him go.
Oh no. I have to now I'm required by law to do this. Let me give it to you in just one clean shot. Kill All Bunnies, okay? I don't think you understand what this is going to take out of me. It actually gets worse when you listen to it.
Do you want to know what Asians culturally assimilate the best? Indians. And I'll defend that fucking point till I fucking die. I love Indians. Bring in fucking boatloads of Indians into this fucking country. They bring their fucking cuisine, which I think is all right.
I literally said the line, dude. I gotta get rid of it. I can't. I gotta delete the whole thing. I can't.
Oh my god.
You don't understand how excruciating that is, okay? I need to build up the courage to do it. I need to take up a hard drug to do it, okay?
I don't know, man. I mean, it's very interesting.
Oh, it's so
historical
easy being
record.
you.
Look, you know, man. Look,
It's so easy being you.
I was a shit lib. I mean, when's this from? 2012? You were saying?
No, it's 2018.
2018, right? Like, look, we've all come so far together.
Dude, it's the same guy. I'm the same guy. I just didn't. If you gave me the information, I would have been persuaded by it, right? And I literally say what would persuade me in the video. It's just that it's Ardy from the past. Didn't know how many people were going to see it. I was just venting frustration, and and fellas, what do I always say about a lol cow? I say it's the hubris, and it's Jared Taylor on screen. I'm like thinking I'm dunking on him. Oh fuck! I gotta stop thinking about it. Okay, I'm gonna send you guys over to fucking Jake Rattlesnake is where I'm sending you fellas. He's breaking down a fucking debate right now from DebateCon. Something nice to fucking cool down with if you know what I'm talking about. Tell him Rhetorically Defective sent you. I'm all tongue-tied. I'm like shaking from watching that right now. All right. And we got one more? Anything?
No, that's it.
Are you sure?
Thanks so much for coming,
Are
everyone.
you definitely sure?
I'm definitely sure. Yeah.
Did you do this one?
Oh,
did I black out?
No, I think I didn't. Kill all bunnies for $5. It unlocked my reinforcements. Shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I did miss that one.
Not a problem. I am rhetorically defenseless according to chat right now.
We'll be back on Friday for another episode of Ardy and Fist. Thank you to everyone who super chatted. Have an excellent night. And if you're one of the employee, I hope your shift goes well or wherever you're doing. Keeping the country running. We appreciate you all. Good night, bros.
Happy felliversary, fellas.